Yeah, so we should be live. I mean, we do still have the 10-second delay, but we are live.
We have a delay.
Yeah, it's a small one. It's like 10 seconds. But yeah. So welcome everyone. It's another week of Friday Locals. Today I have with me obviously our prestigious guest, Ascent Santa Clara's second place, Henki the Goat. How are you doing, man?
Winner sounds so much better than second place.
I mean, it's as they say, it's second place is the first to lose.
Yeah. What can you do? No, I'm doing fine. I had a long week. I was super tired.
I mean,
It's nice. It's nice to put a face to the name. Actually, I never saw your face.
I think
I do.
actually no one has ever seen my face.
No, I do have to say. I mean, if you want to pursue this, you have a kind of face that's suitable for the radio. I think.
That's I guess that's the best compliment I'm ever gonna get from you.
Well, good to be here.
It's awesome.
Let's hope we got some exciting decks.
I mean, after last week, I think I would say you're probably tired of seeing exciting decks, right?
No, it's interesting to go to a tournament and having to figure out what to do along the way. I mean, I built the water deck, but I was like, this deck just loses to nullifying lantern. So I was like, and I build a shitty deck because I put in like 4 turbo charges in every deck I make. So I went with all the remove floating, make a power cell, and turbo charge and shit. And then I had to cut the penguin and the stratagems, which are the best cards.
Yeah, the actual win cons.
So I cut those, so then I tested the deck, and I was like, yeah, this deck has no win con. Okay, so I'll play something else.
I mean, it is as you say, like the deck loses quote unquote a lantern. I mean, cleric has the benefit of obviously having a built-in out the lantern, which I think completely changes the dynamic of the deck, right? Okay. Now you can actually beat your lose condition like consistently from your material deck. And as you said, like you can just win, like you can just double icebound, triple icebound them, stratagem, polar, like whatever. Like even if they lantern you and you lose polar, it's like okay, well you're still gonna get stratagem for 18. Like I don't care.
The deck is so scary, but you also had like the wind towers on, which was also new to me, which is also scary because you want to kill them and they just keep healing. So we have actually people were like, it's all slimes this, slimes that, but I think the meta's really diverse right now.
Yes, sure. I think like this deck is supposed to people play because it has a good matchup against slimes, and it's not really a triangle meta, but we do see like
maybe,
or yeah, maybe
maybe just maybe, but I highly doubt it. We find a new gem today.
Bro, if Trunky is playing his fire Tristan.
The fire Tristan, yeah.
Yeah, I like how you were gonna say like, oh, the fire, and then you have Tristan. It's like, okay, no, it's garbage.
And it would be a really, I mean, you can test your decks here and hide them in.
Yeah, no,
Hide them in
so
plain sight. Ah, okay, we're starting.
yeah,
We got Trunky with.
No, but
No,
yeah.
he's not.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
He's not playing fire, is he?
I don't. Actually, I still don't know because in these smaller events, yeah, the graphics are built. They're built on the fly. Because since we don't have access to deck lists, we actually have to see what the players are playing. But actually, it might just be win Tristan.
Why is that ordinary horse there? Is that just to taunt me?
It's a little Easter egg. So yeah, it looks like we do have a wind versus wind matchup.
Interesting. Wind Tristan has kind of fallen off the map, though.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people saying that like maybe with a lot of this water, it's time for Wind Tristan to come back because you have Incap, obviously. So you can kind of fight the water decks. But I don't know.
Razor Gill.
Yeah.
I thought people were gonna shift back to Wind Tristan to beat the slimes because it generally has a favorable matchup, but almost no one did.
I think so. I remember the Tristan players were like, they were complaining that like the matchup is very 50-50 and they didn't really feel comfortable going into slimes.
Oh, I kept losing to it.
Maybe it's not 50-50 when you're involved, maybe. Yes, I see some very standard decks, I guess. No, Okay, Trunky putting Saudi back to hand, just a farm prep.
Yeah.
Playing a Fairy Whispers with it. So yeah, this is a little bit of a the old and the new matchup, right? Because we have Tristan, which was like a beginning of MRC meta deck, and then we have Razor Gale, which is the beginning of A and B meta. So it is interesting to see if Tristan is going to be able to keep up.
Razor Girl in the past weekend was also very unrepresented, I think. There's like one that got 9th and no others in top 32.
Yes, I agree. Honestly, I think this deck is insane. Like, it just feels like it does everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's still good. But people respect it, I think. Most people had Nullifying Mirror inside, so maybe that's why people expected it to be respected, so they played it less because Mirror kind of screws it over, I suppose.
Yeah, for sure. And I think...
What?
I'll go ahead.
Might get better with the new Vanitas.
We're going to be talking about that one a little bit later on.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see your opinion on that, because I have a very, I guess, contrarian opinion on the new Vanitas.
Yeah, we'll have to see, obviously.
Yeah.
So far, just normal stuff going on, windmill on both sides.
Yeah, notably these
Backup
are decks that are kind of, they take the game slow. Tristan wants to farm at an up prep so they can Mastermind and Shadow Strike, and Razor Gale wants to find Razor Gills, obviously. Interesting that
already.
Interesting that Dot did not use his backup charger. Looks like he's saving the I guess he did.
He did it, but he has no power cell, so he uses the backup charger as power cell.
He doesn't have a Sylvie block.
Nope. The Sylvie block is nice. I was allowed to use it on stream. The judge told me I couldn't. You have to do a normal power cell, but there was a different judge, and on stream I just used it. I don't know if you saw Quarax, the Singaporean guy. He made the Spirit of Water with the QR code that links to a Rickroll video.
Yes, I remember people saying that you couldn't play that on stream because it was a copyright infringement.
That's like the sickest thing.
So yeah, Trunky.
How many preps does 3? So he could level up next turn.
Yeah. It looks like he's setting up to get agility. Yeah.
And no Razor Gill on the dot sides yet.
Yeah. So we're seeing a very ideal game from Trunky and a very not ideal game from the Razor Gill player.
Yeah. When I played against Razor Gills, if they don't see the Razor Gill like early, then I'm not so afraid of the matchup, because you get enough time to set up and then they start pinging you. But if you take like the 6-7 extra ping damage in the first 2-3 turns, that's just gonna make a difference.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
But now there's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not to mention that taking time to put Razor Gill onto the field feels like such a huge tempo loss. So you want to do it very early. Looks like
it's a Kongming or a Rai. you told me it was Kongming.
I mean, I'm just as surprised as you are.
Maybe you didn't. Maybe I just assumed, but I'm gonna blame you anyway.
So actually,
okay, so win Rai. That's interesting. Okay, I have no idea what the deck does.
I mean, I'm assuming it's like Razor Gill, but maybe questionably worse.
You don't need Razor Gill, obviously. You just need a mage, right?
For Tempest, yeah. But I mean, Tempest doesn't really do that much damage if you don't have... I guess the damage from Tempest is kind of underwhelming, unless you have a Razor Gill.
This is a dungeon guide. We're going to Merlin, maybe?
Oh, this is... Is this honest Rai gameplay?
Or is it like Rai level 2?
Let's see.
Which one is it?
It is Rai.
Rai. Okay. We're getting EU spice here. Win Rai. Never thought I'd live to see the day.
I mean, it's interesting, right? You lose out on your Baguas, and your the Cloud Strikers, but you have like this pseudo draw engine, right?
But does he even play Razor Gill? Did we see one?
Actually, I'm not sure. I mean, the deck looks exactly like Razorgill, so.
I thought I saw one. That's why I thought I was playing Razorgill.
Let's see. Generate the graphic for this. Oh, here.
What's coming? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I knew I saw it.
So it is so he is using like Rai as his engine, I guess.
So Razorgill Rai. I mean, you can farm counters, I guess, now, right? You can start farming counters and drawing cards.
Yes, exactly. He just probably plays like a draw go style of deck where he does one spell his turn, one spell in his opponent's turn, and then just he has like a half a draw every turn, basically.
Yeah. I don't know if that's worth leveling up to 2 for, but we'll see.
I mean, what do you realistically lose out on? Like, you lose out on your extra 4 Fairy Whispers with Bagua and the Cloud Striker. Cloud Striker is a good card, but it's kind of clunky to play.
Yeah, but yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Yeah. Obviously, this looks like a much slower version of Razorgill if he's farming counters with Roy.
Yeah. And don't forget, the Tristan's gonna level to 3. No, he's at 2 now, so maybe Dungeon Guard, or he will be 3 soon. And then it might just get out of hand.
Yeah. If he has like the crease in this main, for example, like he can just dominate this game. Like break the Razorgill, starting capping stuff.
Am I on screen as well, or is it just a match?
No, it's just a match. Like what you see is what the stream sees currently. So you're free to drink your water.
Dungeon Guide. Oh, heavenly guiding felt so good. But you know what's so annoying? When I play on stream, I heavenly guided the guy. That felt so amazing, but then the jerk has to do it to me game 2. That felt less. I mean, he sided in 3. It was insane. But if I knew I wasn't gonna play around it anyways. I mean, you just hope they don't have it.
Yes,
At least I do.
You kind of have to, right? But the tempo that heavenly guide gives.
You can play around it, but I just generally opt not to.
What would you say? Like you DG to 2 and then you level up to 3 from materialization.
Well, if a baby red survives and you got a bunch of floating, then you can just opt to,
Oh yeah,
just pile a bunch of floating in your grave, and then.
Yeah. I mean, in that sense, like it feels like the heavenly guide still did its job, right? Because it slowed your level up by 1 turn.
True, but his also. Okay, the Tristan guy has a lot of influence. Punky.
Yeah. We see Razorgill dealing its first tick of damage this game as well.
Yeah, and he gets to draw a card now. Whose turn is it?
I believe it is the end step of Truny.
Yeah, he does it in the end step, right? And so he can draw a card, play one.
Exactly.
So essentially, you get to draw 2 cards every turn, right? Because you play one in your turn, one in their turn, and one in your turn again. To get 3 counters.
Yeah, but the cycle is kind of like mismatched, right? Because then the next turn cycle you're not gonna get a draw, so it is like a 1 draw per turn cycle, like 1.5 in a way.
Yeah. Oh, it is interesting.
Yeah. So you see early Ventus as well. I guess actually Ventus kind of solves this thing, right? Because Ventus plus Rai it is a draw every turn.
Because it also gives
enlightenment counters.
Enlightenment count, yeah.
Yeah.
Second race ago. And they only cost 2 because of the mage class bonus, right? Yeah.
The Razorgill has cleric class bonus, honestly. Only.
Is it cleric class bonus? I always forget.
Yeah, that's the main problem with playing Razorgill in I guess Kongming and now Rai, is that it feels like it is a big tempo loss to I have to put 4 down to play this thing because I do need it. It is my main game plan.
First time I played against the Kongming version. Vanitas first, right? And then Kongming, and he just pays 4 for it. I was like, okay, you paid 4. I don't know why you would play Kongming if it costs 4 now. And I just killed it with Purifier next to, and he pays 4 again. But you can't do anything because it takes 5 cards at the end, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I just beat him. I was like, why would you ever play comboing with Razor because it costs so many more cards? And then somebody explained me the combo with the Tempest down. I
The
was like, oh, okay,
Tempest.
that's pretty good.
Wait, actually, your audio is just. I did hear you, but your audio is a little bit weird right now.
It was?
Yeah, it feels like you're. It's like robotic, I guess.
I have no idea. Let me see if I can fix it. It still is?
It is better now, I think. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, no.
Oh yeah, no, it is perfectly fine now. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I touched the button.
No, it's like you said, like the difference is that you trade away your cheap Razor Gills for this like burst combo with Tempest Downfall. You also have Cloud Striker, which is like this. It hits very hard. It's good against like the Nico matchup, for example, where Razor Gill kind of struggles.
So, Cloud Striker is insane. The guy that got second in Toronto, I think, the guy with the Cloud Strikers. Yeah, he was the first Kongming I played.
What a first.
I call him my best matchup I'm gonna see because I have a win against him. My best matchup, how are you doing? I don't know if he likes it, but I do.
It's like your audio is a little bit off again. Maybe it's did you touch the cable or something? It was good, and then like you saw in a long sentence it gets like robotic.
Oh really?
Yes, but it sounded fine now, I think.
I have no idea. Let me talk a long sentence. Is it still getting robotic?
No, it's perfect. It's perfectly fine now. So I hope it doesn't jinx it and it stays good this time.
Okay.
So
I'll put it closer to my mouth. Maybe that works.
Ah, nice, great. So now we finally see the dungeon guide from Trunky.
Yep.
I believe Rai also used the 3 visits, right? Because he recovered.
I see a Veiling Breeze.
Yeah.
I miss a little bit there, but okay, now he should be getting there in like 1 or 2 turns, I suppose. At least he wants to.
Yeah.
He's still Trunky's not at 0, is he?
No, it is reversed. Rai is at 0 and Trunky is at 9.
Okay, yeah.
Fix it now. But I mean.
So 16 damage. No. Yes, 17. Oh, 16. 16. He still has 16 to go. That's quite a lot.
Let's see, but he might just. Let's see what Trunky does. It looks like he is going. I mean, you have really no reason to just. If you uncap the Veiling and they can't do anything, you just go all in, right? Like, they can't do anything.
True. I mean, Trunky just goes for it.
Yeah.
I imagine he has. Maybe if he has an incap, obviously he keeps up the incap, but he might just like Shadow Strike him here, and that's the end of it.
He's gonna Mastermind. It looks like he's setting up for a Shadow Strike next turn.
Yeah, next turn. You already attacked, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the Tristan players used to say, like, you do want to get these turns where you attack a lot, because every point of damage is one less prep that you need to kill them.
I mean, Shadow Strike and the Shadows, that's like 5, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, there's also that point, is that he is a low health champion. Like, you can... Shadow Strike is probably enough just to kill him. And you can even pay for Tariff now.
The Tariff is too little too late.
Absolutely. I mean, in this Razor Gill, like, the material deck is kind of linear, right? You have...
Oh, I saw Trunky as a Zephyr in hand, so that Tariff is not going to do much.
So it does look like Trunky has this game on lock, even through the 3 visits.
Yeah, and then I think having to level 2 to get your engine going is just it isn't worth it. I think because you want to start level 0, get your stuff out, do your things, and then level 2 coming in probably. Or at least you have the option to start level 0 longer. And if you want to play this combo, you have to get to level 2 quite fast, much faster, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how Station does, isn't it? Oh no. Oh, Veiling, sorry, I'm being an idiot.
Okay, he also has a Veiling, so just turn skip and busk, basically. So it looks like Trunky goes a turn, does not Zephyr the Terror Shrink?
Maybe he thinks I get the mirror out. That's enough, I suppose. I mean, he has like 10 cards or something, right? So maybe he doesn't even need to terror.
Yeah.
Or like Zephyr the terror.
Yeah, at this point you could just mirror him and then just Shadow Strike is probably enough to kill him. He's at 11 damage. Or at 7 damage.
I don't know how many counters. 10. Yeah.
Yeah,
So Shadow Strike.
it's a
Put
lot of
2 down for
damage.
terror. Yeah.
So Toby's saying he put a refinement counter for 3 visits, which you obviously should, because 3 visits is a cleric mage skill, I believe, so it does not trigger Ventus.
Those are favorable wins, right?
Yes, it's like you were saying, since he's playing level 2, he probably needs to have more higher floating density to just not go
I
minus.
guess. But he doesn't play any allies. I mean, Windmill Engineer, but
Yeah, I guess he's not playing the slime engine either, right? Because he's more focused on spells.
or even if he plays the slime engine, those allies are not worth saving. So are there not any better options than favorable?
I mean, in wind, I'm pretty sure there aren't, unfortunately. Like, you have the one that breaks Fantasias.
Yeah.
But actually, you have actually there is one card that's probably better.
Ooh, double veiling, that works.
Just overlay the veiling over the mirror trigger.
He veilings, he goes mirror, and then another veiling, so he gets one through.
I mean, you did outplay the mirror, right? But can you actually close the game next turn to make this play worth it?
That is the question. Maybe he could just do it again.
I mean, if he has two cyclical breezes in hand, he can just get both veilings back, deal 4 damage, just repeat. Oh, so he is still gonna. Okay, he does take a ton of damage from the. I mean, this is the annoying part of Razor Kill, right? Is that it feels like they're not really doing anything, but they're like getting these ticks of damage in consistently.
Where does he take the damage from, though?
It was from the activation of Veiling. I think they did it all at the end.
Oh, he takes it. I thought the thing is reversed, so I didn't see who took the damage.
No.
Yeah, he took
the
2 from Veiling, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Donkey just preemptively mirrored then?
I think he mirrored in response to the first Veiling, and then Dot activated another Veiling on top of the mirror activation.
Oh. He was like, I'll just mirror now. Or like Veiling now, not to get incapped or something.
Yeah, likely. I mean, I don't think obviously preemptively mirroring is a very good play, right? Because then they could just outplay it with 1 Veiling.
Yeah. Interesting. Ring.
So
He survived the turn, though.
Yeah, Trunky is forced to pass.
Rai level 2 has like 22 health, right?
Yeah. So he's at 15. And Tristan doesn't really have like a way to deal fast speed damage, so he does have to kill him with the Shadow Strike. I guess the one downside of Tristan is that your win con is kind of linear. Okay, looks like Trunky.
Yeah, it's not like you get killed from 3 different sides.
Yes, you don't get the slammed stratagem and then forward.
It's funny that we're considering Tristan to be fair right now.
Yeah, after everything. I mean, maybe it just shows like how fast this game is evolving, right? Because like this deck used to be considered so unfair in MRC, and now we have a deck that like high rolls you, kills you on turn 2, and then you can't do anything about it.
No, you can just sit there and take it.
Yeah.
So he might actually get that, Rai. Because the influence is huge. Donkey has 6 cards in hand or something?
Yeah, Trunky took away his Ventus, so he doesn't get 3 Tempests. I mean, if he didn't do that, the game was just over, because I believe the Rai does have a couple Tempests in hand.
Oh, that's a good play, actually, yeah. To get... But still, two Tempest downfalls is enough for game.
Yes, not to mention that the Zephyr itself is going to deal damage, so it is very hard. Like, you're at 19 HP, you don't have any recovery. I'm not sure if Trunky runs like Shadow Resonance or something, but you're not going to be likely you're not going to be surviving this turn.
We'll find out. Oh, Dream Fairies. That's not useful.
Have Dream Fairy?
Yeah, but doesn't do anything at this point. What is he going for? Oh, a third Razor Girl.
Third Razor Girl. They put Strunky at 21 from the Razor Girl triggers?
So then he just needs to activate any win card for game, isn't it?
No, because Tristan is 25 HP.
Yeah,
so he'll be one off, right?
Oh, the one. Doesn't he have the revisit them in banished?
Oh, the tribute. No, because I think he already used it 3 times, so it is the bottom of his deck. But he can probably just like do anything at this point and kill him. I think he has a Tempest, so you can just Tempest him.
Yeah, but he has Trunk has 3 cards in hand, right? So
yeah, he's probably scared
you have to watch out for the incap.
Yeah, the incaps, the veilings. I mean, you're at a point where just activating cards kills him. So if he has like 2 Fairy Whispers, it's just game. Okay, so Ventus returns.
Oh, but the vent. Oh, but that doesn't have any counters anymore. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's reset, but it does look like he's doing it. Okay, he's gonna displace anything basically. So the activation is gonna deal damage. So actually, Trunky might respond to the Ventus, the Razor Guild triggers on the stack. Okay, so he doesn't respond, so the damage is connecting.
To be honest, he should have just tariffed and then waited until he attacked, right? Put 2 down.
Actually,
because if he Shadow Strike, I don't know if he had enough cards.
Oh, so Trunky. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So he did wait out the. Okay, so he waited out the kill, I guess, with favorable wins. So now Dot is completely tapped out.
Yep.
He does still have Tariff, as you mentioned.
Yep, but he can just pay for it. Oh, yeah, but he cannot Shadow Strike and
pay for it. Yeah, I think it's too much.
Oh no, Shadow Strike costs 2, so that's 3. No, he technically could.
Okay, so he's gonna pop the Tariff. Let's see, he needs to deal 18 damage?
17.
No, 17
right?
damage, yeah.
Yeah, that's not how you're gonna do that. Oh, this is actually kind of fun. I'm coming of a Razor Girl Raya.
Okay, so it looks like he Shadow Strikes him for.
No, he scoops. He can't pay for the Tavern.
Oh, he scooped. No, he's just saying like, oh, I did have Shadow Strike in my hand.
Did he not have enough counters? He had 12, 16. No, he had like 21 counters.
Yeah, he had a ton of counters, and then the Shadow Strike also has like a damage tied to it.
Yeah.
So what did he have? Yeah, 21 counters plus 4 damage from Shadow Strike plus Shadow's Claw. So it wasn't enough to kill him, but he's just like 1 card off. So it looks like we're seeing a big argument in chat between the activation of Veiling Breeze.
Yeah. That was interesting.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, it was a lot closer than it seemed.
Okay. I thought at some point without the influence of Tristan, like, and the Rai didn't do much. I was like, okay, we're just waiting for a Shadow Strike here, but nope.
Yeah, I think that's just the thing with Razor Girl, right? It's like when all the cards in your hand are basically deal 2 damage, deal 3 damage, you can basically just passively farm the game. And you're.
Yep.
I guess it's the same thing as Polar currently, right? The card just rewards you for like playing the game.
Polaris is so annoying. You mean Polar Adept?
Yeah, the Fractal.
Yeah, and that one's also annoying.
The deck building philosophy of Aria probably was like, okay, let's get every single annoying card and put it in the same deck.
I mean, Icebound Slam is kind of the same as Baby Gray right now. I mean, every water deck plays it.
Yeah. But I guess it's not every water deck that plays a Baby Gray, right? Or every deck, I guess, in a generic sense.
No, I just mean no. It's not like every deck plays Baby Gray, but it's more like the card Splashball and like completely in older decks because it's a Guardian card, right?
Oh yeah. No, I see what you mean. But I mean, even without being a Guardian card, if you pay 7 for Icebound, like you're chilling. Like okay, all my material deck is free basically, like this game.
I looked at the deck list from the guy when I was playing in finals, and I saw a Fragmented Spirit, right? So when he put out a normal spirit, I was like, "Hey, what? Is it, let's call it judge. Get this guy game."
Check this guy's deck list.
My deck gets checked. I mean, check his.
It was super confusing because he had like the Sabrina spirit, right? So
I had Fragmented.
No, but he had Fragmented, and then he had Sabrina as his water spirit. But like yeah, he did. So I was like watching like the deck list quickly, and I was like, "Where's the water spirit?" Like,
yeah, but he did have it, so it was like because I played some that played the Fragmented Spirit. You get the extra fractal for your
Awakened Deacon, enter the mirror.
Yeah, and mirror, yeah.
Yeah.
But you cannot Icebound Slam on turn 1.
Mm-hmm. I mean, with
beat those. So those were easier to beat.
With the Glimpse Spirits, like from Nico, we see that the play normally is like you go first, you do whatever, hold 3 cards, backup charge, and then you Icebound Slam turn 2. But obviously they can just put an Interceptor in the meantime.
Yeah, and if you go second, you can't Icebound Slam.
Yeah. I mean, it's a high roll, right? It clearly worked, right? Because game 1 he just did what we all saw what happened, basically, especially you.
Especially me. The thing is, right? For example, in the last round, I played Steven, who's also on the European Discord.
Yeah.
And I just want to make the point, right? So I do not want an interesting game or like have to think a lot. I just want a high roll. Just if you play the finals, you don't want a long game with difficult choices. I mean, it looks better for the audience, obviously, but if you sit down, you just want a high roll and win and take the prize.
Yeah.
So I could do it last round of Swiss. I destroyed Steven. That's so funny. There were so many people watching and we were laughing. Actually, when he showed me his hand, like, okay, you got me. So I was like, so he scooped, right? He was like, no, you still actually have to play it out. No? And I just got confused so much. I didn't know how to kill it. And it took like 5 minutes, and he was like, you got an ethereal on the storm time, do you? I was like, yeah, that's enough. Oh, okay.
I've seen enough.
Actually, at one point, I was thinking of putting him like, because he was level 2 Sylvie, of putting him to 21 damage and just giving him another 2.
Let's see if you can do it, bro.
I wanted to do that so badly, but
it doesn't say it's PM.
he took it like a champ, though.
No, I mean,
but at some point later, Judge came to me. He was like, "I wanted to talk to you about that match. I don't know how you're doing because it felt at some point things were going too far. You were being harassed." I was like, "No, it's all good fun." But really nice of the guy to ask. Apparently, I'm a robo again. I don't. Let me wait. Let me try something.
Yeah. So I guess look at the game. We're seeing a very normal game. The right player did not open any Razor kills again. But we saw that wasn't really much of a detriment last game. Trunky goes for the early mirror, which may be like hinting that he's gonna try to go for an early slice and dice kill.
Yeah, that's a good one. That might be the case.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta be honest, bro. The finals, like, it was super entertaining to watch because of the like the way you were taking it, like it was just super fun. I remember when he like tried to hit you with the ice bomb, and you had like a random ally on the field. It's like my face.
Yeah.
And the crowd was obviously like, like when you drew into a baby grail, and just everyone just pops off.
Yeah. It's so when you throw it open hand and you don't see a baby gray, you're just praying.
Please,
that point.
yeah, please don't have it.
It was the guy's a nice guy, so
Oh, we see.
he
Rai,
actually
Rai is bringing out an
Oh,
Excalibur.
you have to put that one on screen.
Yeah, this card is a card I believe very people have seen actually used.
It's a mage sword.
Yeah, it makes it basically you give it to your opponent, and or I guess the idea is that you give it to your opponent, and then every turn they take 2 damage from owning it.
Yeah, so it does 6 damage.
Yeah, I assume the idea is probably that he can also Zephyr it to refresh. Oh, he does. Oh wow, Access Gills. Okay, this is super spicy.
Okay, I have no idea what we're seeing. Did he like
Wait, it's not a...
completely change his deck?
He just it's like one of those games where you sideboard and you side in like all your side deck.
But Axis Gill is a
It's not
is a
Axis Gill.
Kongming type.
It's Wind. Oh, what's this card called?
Is it Wind Rider Invoker?
No, it's okay, I need to break the layout for a second because I know what this card is, but I just don't know the name. Here we go. Apprentice Aeromancer. That's it. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, so I guess this is your replacement for the Cloud Striker.
Mm-hmm. But does the Empower do anything?
No, I think I'm pretty sure the Empower is useless. You just use it for the effect where it gains power whenever you do a win thing.
Interesting.
Yeah. Very very spicy deck from Dot.
Yeah.
See Trunky at 3, Dot at 2.
Wait, I missed this as well. Did Trunky bring out a Sword of Seeking?
Yeah, there is a Sword of Seeking in Tristan's field right now.
Why am I watching? I'm back in Europe.
It feels good to be home.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that since he was playing a Betraying Blade, he's using the Sword of Seeking to round out his damage.
Okay. He's thinking about it. About probably a slice of dice. 5 counters already. Dot has 2 or 3 cards in hand. I can't quite tell.
Dot has 3, I believe. He also has an Interceptor, which is, I guess, Black Market Broker.
Yeah, but yeah, you can just kill it.
Yeah, I'm so confused about the Sword of Seeking because I'm assuming that Dot gave him the Excalibur, or maybe actually Dot just kept the Excalibur for. But that's just such a bad weapon, I guess, to keep.
That's a good one. If he kept Excalibur, I mean, why would you materialize the Excalibur?
Yeah, like.
Yeah, you play it to give it to your opponent, no?
Yeah, exactly.
Did he take damage, Trunky, too? Did you see?
Trunky took damage from the Aeromancer attack. Yeah, I think Dot took damage from it. I do think Dot has the Excalibur.
Okay.
So it is weird. Normally we see, or I guess when Vanitas was played, you saw Bulwark Sword being played. Because it was a way to kill Blanchy and kill other like random interceptors. But Excalibur is it's a choice, I guess. It doesn't kill Blanchy, so it just feels significantly worse. It's also dealing damage to your own face.
I've certainly never seen the card before being played.
Okay, so Trunky goes 3. He's using the Sword of Seeking just to enable the Tristan attack. Just to farm a little bit of damage.
Yeah, but you get the dagger, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm still very confused. That's why the Sword of Seeking is here. Because Shadow's Call feels like it does the same thing. And for free.
This is good casting practice for you because you see the most random things and you have to.
But I remember
What do I do with it?
I remember doing the judge exam. I was like, these questions are useless. Like, no one, this is never gonna happen in a real game. And then like I go judge locals and I see the most random stuff being. Like you never know like how to react when someone asks you like, what happens if I displace my Trisket in response to Diana attack? It's like, bro, I don't know, and I'm not sure you should be asking me this.
I still don't know what happens when you sever a gun. I'm really hoping that the new Diana card, or probably they'll announce another few, that it's not going to be a good deck because I just don't know the gun interaction and the bullet interaction, and I can't be bothered to learn. I played top 4 and Caben went stratagem. But stratagem makes like every instance of 3 is like a different layer or something,
Yeah,
right?
it's a reflexive trigger.
I just asked the judge like, how does this work? And he says something. I was like, yeah, I understood nothing what you just said. Just like paint it, like visualize it for me, and then they put all the cards. I was like, okay, now I can respond. And then you're playing top 4.
And it wasn't even streamed. That's the worst part. But I remember in I believe it was the EU regional. There was a player that also fell for that trap because like I think it was also Chelsea that was playing his stratagems, and then the guy Blanche is in response to stratagem. It's like, okay, sure. He lets Blanche resolve, and then it's like, okay, so I'm gonna kill Blanche, and then I'm gonna deal all this damage to your face.
And in the end, I just took 9. I didn't even activate the baseball boots.
I mean, I guess it is probably a bad play to do the boots, right? Because they still have opportunity to choose. But then the target is okay. That's
they have to choose first, and then you can beast bomb boots.
And that is breaking my. That's actually breaking my brain.
No, I was like, somebody explained to me before I learned how it worked. But I don't understand.
But yeah, so back to the game. I guess we're seeing Predator Zeromancer to put in some work. Like the card. Oh, he's gonna Diablo read the GCR.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's gonna incap the Diablo read.
He's such a bad sport.
Yeah, this is. I mean, this is like pure spite, right? Because you made your GCR do like not even go plus because you went the card down for the incap. I guess you denied your opponent the going neutral with Diablo.
I mean, I can see why he incapped it.
Yeah,
Incap is by the way the new promo for the new Ascent.
Yeah, Incap and the Mnemonic Charm, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 2 very good, very playable cards. I'm assuming like Fractal Brain was already a good pick, but I think Incap is even better because norm cards are just better. I mean, most decks can run them. Oh, he's gonna.
This game might be over.
See, is he gonna boost the attack with the Sword of Seeking?
Can you?
You can.
Huh? I don't know if it needs a dagger.
I believe it. You can just boost like the types of the attack and the weapon don't have to match to boost.
But the shadows need a dagger, right?
Yes, but that's already a different instance of combat.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you see Trunky taking that game?
Okay. Yes. Against, I don't know how to call it, that deck. Yeah, Windrai, I guess.
Windrai. It is very.
We saw Race to Go game 1, a bunch of allies game 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we saw Zero Razor Gales game 2.
Yeah. I mean, ally beatdown.
I mean, I like the theory. I really like the theory because like, when I play Razor Gale, I know that they're gonna bring in like the Mystic Purifiers, the Scatter Essence Verdigris, or whatever. So I always keep thinking I should just take out all my Razor Gales because then they have these bricks in their deck.
True.
I'm thinking that maybe that's the same like thought process that Thought is going through.
Yeah. Or maybe he didn't think it through.
Yeah, maybe it's just the. The Sword of Seeking was an Excalibur.
Okay.
Okay, now that makes sense.
You should pay more attention. I'm just here to chat. You should pay attention. Oh, Trunky, he lets Trunky go first.
Yeah,
I mean, we have to give credit to Dot though for this spice. Let's say.
yeah, very entertaining game. I mean, like Aeromancer is one of those cars that you look at and it's like, I really want to build around this car. So props to Dot for actually building around the car, going through the mental barrier.
Oh.
Okay, so Trunky is gonna windmill,
Mill.
showing him a Veiling Breeze and a Scaltaland. Interesting that he did put the Scaltaland in
Put
his
down.
memory.
Yeah.
Okay, he is gonna play a Swift. The Swift feels, I guess it feels okay in this matchup because you know he has the Aeromancers.
Yeah. Well, if he doesn't draw the allies, you can just beat them down with chip damage from your allies, right? I mean, you don't expect Rai to play many allies or many big allies, so
For sure.
I guess it's alright. You just play it, get some chip damage in.
Yeah, it's not like a Kongming, like they're not gonna drop like an Asen or a Striker and just hit you in the face over and
No.
over again. Oh, but he's gonna Dream Fairy the floating memory likely. Yeah. And then he trades into the windmill. Yeah, it's a very clean exchange.
Yeah, true. This year, classic.
He's not gonna Diablo hit this time.
We haven't seen we haven't seen the early boots from Trunky, have we?
We have
Windwalker
not.
boots.
Even in the first game, he put them like at the end of the game just to
Yeah.
draw a card.
Because often you see them go for the boots early, right? And then level and then get some counters on.
Yeah, we even see like I guess the new Tristan build. It's you run Beseech, right? So that you can just level
Yep.
up and then in the same turn you just Beseech for the boots.
Mm-hmm.
So that wait, so Dot does have a power cell. I guess he just shortcutted the activation into turbocharge first game.
Yeah, maybe. But Trunky passed.
Yeah, I mean we know he has a scout alliance, so he does have fast speed actions, but
Yeah, but let's try to. I would personally just activate Scout Lens, see if maybe you draw a Windmill Engineer or something.
yeah. Yeah, I know, I perfectly agree. If you're gonna pass your turn, I think it's maybe better to just cast or activate these cards at slow speed.
But I don't know, because back when everybody played Merlin, they would always go like turn one pass and then end phase
Yeah,
creative
Creative
shock.
Shock, the classic.
I just always wanted to creative shock and then do more stuff for my turn. But not so good, maybe.
I mean, in Merlin's case, I guess you also wanna protect your floating memory from any stray raccoons that you might run into.
Yep.
But yeah, I also especially no, go ahead.
I played a game where my game 2 my float got raccooned, and then game 3 I was just being stubborn. I was like, I'm not gonna wait until to do I'm not gonna wait until you end phase to create a shock. I'll just do it again. If you have raccoon again, so be it.
This is your second place finalist, folks. this is the mentality that you need to top events.
Yeah. Just go for it.
I mean,
I like when these casts are like, this guy must have practiced his matchup 1,000 times. I'm like, nope.
But yeah, it must be really funny to like see the events in hindsight.
Because-
Like,
No, I was sitting there, right, and I was feeling pretty confident in that game too. And then he starts counting water cards. I was like, yeah, I'm dead. He's gonna mill me. Did not think that through.
I mean, it is easy to forget, right? Especially after that game one, you're probably so hyper focused in like, I have to intercept this Icebound. I have to get like boots out so that I don't let the stratagem. And then they're like, okay, bro, that's all cool, but you're just gonna get milled out.
Yeah. It's just so many things to think about.
Yeah, it's too many.
There
Angles.
are the boots. He has the boots out.
Yeah, it looks like Trunk. I mean, again,
He plays Windmill, Swift Recruit, but that one is Dream Fairy. Oh, the Dream Fairy is gone.
yeah.
Mind.
So we do see like, it does look like Dot did side out all of his Razor Gills to basically play a different deck.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is like the first instance that we're gonna see where like game 3 siding is gonna become relevant.
I mean, I do like these conversion side decks. I don't think we have seen any at the big tournament yet.
Yeah, I also don't believe yeah, I agree. I also like this because it just catches your opponents off guard, right? When you side
Yeah.
in like 15 cards, they're just like, well, okay, bro, I don't know what's gonna happen. So you just get this like advantage of catching them off guard, like again, basically like
No.
repeating. You're repeating your first impression almost. Okay,
Yep.
so it does Dream Fairy the Swift again. Oh,
What's that?
oh, it's a Windblast Forecaster.
Okay, help me out.
This card is basically every time you get one Enlighten, you get another one.
Ah,
So
that's the store championship playmat from
yeah,
last season.
exactly. But so
I never thought anybody would play it.
he's not level 2 yet, and he doesn't have Ventus yet, so the card is just like it basically just has taunt, right? Because like, bro, if you don't kill this, I'm just gonna farm so many cards.
Yep.
But I mean, this deck from Dot, it looks incredibly fun.
It sure looks unique.
Yeah, and it has all these like cards that you read, and they read good on paper, but then they play horribly. But he's just like, no, I'm gonna play them anyways. I don't care. Let's see what Trunky does. He does have to. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be Train Blade the Forecaster, almost guaranteed. Oh, but he has to. No, yeah. Let's see.
Oh yes, the sword, so it's 3.
Let's see. It looks like he's paying the additional cost as well to get a prep. Yeah. So Betraying Blade is really weird card, right? Because like you're kind of forced to pay because this card basically eats up also your prep gain from the boots for turn. So it's kind of like overcosted removal in a way.
But you usually have the influence of doing a chance on the turn anyways. You compare it to.
Oh, he's stacking the Aeromancer.
Interesting.
Yeah, it feels like the Forecaster is. Oh. I guess he knows he doesn't have the floating memory, so he's likely just not gonna go into Rye.
We should go into that.
Okay, he's gonna go GCR.
The downside to Dot's deck is all the allies are kind of small, right?
Yeah.
It's all like one attack allies.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's the same thing. Like it's just pokes, like, but in a different flavor of pokes. Okay, he just plays
That's
another
another.
Aeromancer. I guess the Aeromancer is the one ally with kind of can have substantial attack.
None of them are automatons, right?
No, they're all humans, I believe. You can't power sell them. Okay, so yeah, Trunky is gonna Veiling the. As you said, like the attack power is very low from Dot, so you can just Veiling and skip his turn.
We don't know if Dot plays Mirror, do we?
We do not. We don't have access to the deck list.
Failing Breeze is such a toxic card.
Yes, I'm surprised that card is not on the watch list, if I'm being honest.
They printed it out. Still.
Yeah, but even still, like the fact that you can still like overlay Veiling Breeze. I mean, you're.
I like how they put 2 cards on category 2 and everybody's like, yeah, they're getting banned. And then we see Jin doing nothing. And then Baby Gray's fine.
Yeah, Baby Gray. Like the deck that was threatening Baby Gray's ban just basically disappears or starts underperforming because of Mirror and because it just has a poor matchup now. So
and I expected more from Jin, to be honest.
I mean, I think like sorry, help me out. It was John. I can't remember if his name was Johnny. The player that was first featured in Ascent.
Yeah, he got the 9th at Toronto.
Yeah, I remember him going like.
You mean him?
Yeah, exactly. I believe so. Yeah.
I don't know his name. He has a Killy Dust or
Killed
something.
us, yes, exactly. I remember him saying in the interview, he was like, "Man, this deck is great unless you run into Arisana Mill." So and then 50% of the event is Arisana Mill.
He didn't play with though. I think in Santa Clara.
Maybe
I
I'm
think he
thinking.
played something else.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different. I'm thinking of the play that popularized the Fire Tony deck as well, the Swords deck. Oh man, I'd have to check it
You
later.
mean Jimmy Lee or something?
I think yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I think it is Jimmy Lee.
You mean the domains deck? You mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's I've never met him personally, but Jimmy Lee I think is his name.
Yeah, so it was very unfortunate for him that it was very funny because he actually managed to beat the first Arisana deck he played against.
Oh really?
But then I'm assuming like the luck did not carry on because we did see like his opponent, I believe it was Chessie, did like end up going to top 32, and I think Jin like the highest one was 50 something.
Uh,
So it's just not a
that's
very
rough.
it's just not a very good
No.
place for Jin right now. I mean, we do have, I guess, Abyssal Haven coming up, which they can fix the problems
This,
with Jin, obviously.
yeah. To be honest, now I think about it, I don't know his side deck, but if he sided into allies, that's maybe not a very good choice against Tristan, right? Because now the shadows are out, and you got a bunch of little guys. And I mean, I get you have to come up for like stand up for the little guy, but they're not, they're not gonna do much now.
No, for sure. And I don't think you can get the Zeromancer into a range where it can like kill a
No,
shadow.
it needs to be 7.
Yeah, it's just not happening. I guess he can have like just maybe he has Fantasia removal as well. But I don't know. Like we did see that Trunky did side in the Essence scatters, so it is a smart play
Yeah.
to go to allies. But then you're turning your deck into a deck that matches worse into Tristan.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so he's going for the
Well,
Mastermind scheme.
he put up a valiant effort, but I think it's gonna go downhill for him from here.
I mean, let's see. I don't think he's dead yet because Trunky does not have enough prep to just. But I guess he's still level 1, so let's see. Trunky's. Okay, no, he did
Yeah,
already collect from agility.
he passed. Yeah.
I'm wondering why he didn't just like swing in with the. Oh, because he has to get over the Swift recruit. Yeah.
Yeah. But he could though, right? No.
No, because it's 1 power for the Excalibur, I believe. Oh,
Yeah, but you can kill it with the Excalibur and the Dungeon Guide because you need to get rid of it anyway at some point.
yeah, but then yeah, I guess maybe he just values keeping the weapon so he can get it in with his shadows later. But yeah, he does have to get rid of it. Maybe he has a Sali or he's digging for a Sali to kill it like for more value. But we did see this place on a Dream Fairy, which just got rid of one of the shadows. So
Nice one.
yeah, Dot can just kind
So
of
one
keep
map
doing
to
this. Okay, so he's poking in. Trunky wisely choosing to not redirect the 1 damage. Interestingly enough, I think this place also puts 2.
Dude, I'm so confused.
Yeah, he's gonna
We
ace
saw,
it.
we saw no allies game 1. One windmill. Now we see an Azen.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. He literally put 15 cards from his side into his deck.
And he makes me look like an idiot. I just said like he's not gonna get rid of the shield, so now he actions the Dream Fairy.
Yeah, just gets rid of them easily. And because he has the forecast on the board, he just goes neutral with the displays even. Okay, so
Yeah, exactly.
let's see. He is going face. Trunky is letting the damage pass. So there's like like how do you even complain about this deck? Because he's technically not playing Razor Gale, right? He's just playing like Rye Willies.
It's very interesting. And I'm not very good at math, but 11 counters. That'd be 15, 17, 18. I don't know if you can kill him with a Tariff Ring out.
I mean, even with a Tariff Ring, okay, no, he does have the Veiling Insurance now, so you can just mirror the Veilings, so... Let's see. He also has a... So the Dungeon Guide is dealing no damage, the Shadow Strike is connecting, obviously, because of the unblockable. Let's see, it gets out the Claw, it's 11 plus 4, 15 plus 1, 16 plus 18. I mean, it kills him, right?
He didn't attack with the Ascent.
I think maybe he wants to keep it up to block the Dungeon Guide, maybe, or something. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, but if he has Shadow Strike, that's gonna cost 5 cards to do 15.
Yeah, it does.
And then the Shadow. No, it's not 15. The Claw is also added, so it's how much? 16. Help me out there.
It's 11. It's I think the Claw is only 1 damage, right?
Yeah. So that's 16.
No, it's 15. Because it's what 4? It's 11 plus 4. No, it is 16, bro. What am I saying? 11 plus 4 plus 1. Yeah.
And then the Shadow comes in for 2, right?
I guess the Shadow can't connect because you have to pay the tariff for the Shadow as well. And I'm not sure.
I don't know how many cards yet. If he has enough cards.
Oh, he is
gonna.
gonna.
Maybe this will just do it.
Okay, he's gonna sharpen. See, so this is plus 3 damage and another prep, so it's plus 4 damage. He's gonna Shadow Strike.
1, 2.
Oh, it looks like his hand was exactly what he needed.
Yeah, 2 cards for Shadow Strike, 2 cards for Tariff Ring, right? 1 card left.
Oh yeah, Toby, the timer did loop.
12. That should be game.
Let's see. Yes, they are in overtime, Toby. The timer did loop. So it does kill him.
Yep.
Oh, they have 5 minutes, so yeah, thank you, Garrett. I can't really go see Discord, so he doesn't really have an opportunity to use 3 visits to recover, so it's over.
Well, he still has cards in hand, right? So if he has double veiling.
Does look like he has something. So
that's his hand.
2 favorables, Tempest, and the Fair. Yeah, that is not a survivable hand. Maybe he was thinking if he could kill him over. No, but you're not playing Razor Guild, you're playing allies, I guess. Oh, okay. So yeah, Trunky had the double veiling in cap. No, this game was he could have just stalled the game another turn easily.
No. He had no cards in hand. So if Dot had the double veiling here, then he would just kill him next
turn. True, yeah. Could just kill him in the club. Yeah.
He didn't. No. Okay. That was quite interesting.
Yeah. So I guess let's move to this screen.
Oh, did I just see?
Oh.
I just saw his deck. I think I saw like a spell shield.
Spell shield wind.
No, the arcane one.
Oh, wait, let me see. Ah, they left the table. Then. Wait, why would you be running spell shield? What?
I think I'm not exactly sure. Okay, I don't know what drugs this guy is on.
No, we gotta call a judge on this guy. Oh, it was a super interesting. It was actually an interesting game, right? It was, especially after last week, seeing a lot of water, seeing a couple wind. I mean, it is Tristan at the end of the day, so we have seen Tristan a lot last season, but we have never seen wind Rai, I guess.
No. But it's always good to try out new things, right?
Yeah, I mean, you never know when you're gonna find like the next Like, the next broken thing. Yeah, exactly.
I I don't think this is it, but I,
Man,
I appreciate that.
maybe if he doesn't take out all the razor girls out of his deck, if he keeps some in, maybe he's cooking.
Yeah, but it's only 4 cards. You can just keep them in, no?
Yeah, it's incremental damage, right?
Where did you get the information he took them out?
No, I mean it does look like a. I didn't get the information. Obviously, it's what I'm assuming. If I was in his
Yeah.
seat, what I would have done
We,
is
we didn't see we didn't see any, so
yeah, no, but it makes sense, right? Because your opponent is going to be siding in the purifiers, scatter essence, verdigris. So you take out the razor girls. It's like, okay, nice, bro. Now your floating memory card does literally nothing.
yeah. I get the thought.
So yeah, I mean, we have like a 5-minute intermission right now. I don't think it's enough to do the. Actually, maybe we could just do a little small side activity.
Sure, go for it.
We're gonna be seeing what the goat thinks of the new cards.
I don't understand this card. This is good against. This is good. I've read this card like 6 times.
Okay, so
Good against allies, right?
let's first read the cards so that we're all on board with it.
Yeah.
So Perdition is a 5-cost cleric spell. It costs 2 less if you have cleric class bonus. It's a fire card, slow, and it makes it so every ally that target opponent controls gains on that deal 1 damage to all units you control, and then deals 1 damage to all their units. So this is essentially like our first board wipe, right? Because this is a chain reaction based board wipe.
No, it does 1 damage to everything.
Yes, and then
But
everything
then
that dies deals 1
nothing-
damage to everything.
Yeah, but nothing dies from 1 damage.
I mean, if you're playing against slimes and they have like a baby gray, right? Or like a red.
My first issue is this is a cleric, fire cleric.
Okay, yeah, that's a good place to start.
I mean, sure, in Europe you might find some guy. I mean, we can ask God to make a fire cleric deck. Otherwise, it costs 5.
Yeah, obviously I don't think it's a generically splashable card, but it is an interesting. I mean, actually, if the game is very allies heavy, right? If you have just like a dungeon guy, you just Perdition, deal 1 damage to everything, and then you dungeon guy into something with 2 health, and you could be like exploding their board and dealing a ton of damage to their face. Like in this meta currently, this card is horrible, but it does have potential, even generically, I would say.
Mm.
But you're the goat, obviously. What is your final say on this card?
Deal 1 damage to each unit. Nah, I'm not seeing it. But I have been wrong before. I called Slimes a bad deck. I know.
Yeah, so I guess we still have time. Let's move on to our next card. Probably vastly more playable card, I would say.
This card's good.
Yeah. So spoilers. So we have Frozen Dismissal. This is a cleric. Wait, what is the other class on it? Oh,
That one's cleric as well.
Oh, cleric spell reaction. It costs 3. It's a water fast card. It costs 1 less if you're cleric, and basically it negates an ally unless they pay 4.
But again, like from the looks of it, they think we're all gonna play allies. We don't see that many ally decks.
I mean, yeah, probably I guess the problem with Alcalter in a generic sense, I would say, just from seeing these cards, is that they probably started designing the set like a month ago, and then at the time it was like, okay, allies are the problem and cleric is weak, so let's make a ton of ally hate cards and let's make a ton of cleric cards. So
yeah.
So now we have like this kind of overcommit, which I mean obviously backfired because now allies are horrible and cleric is extremely strong. So we have like this overcommit where cleric now gets this like negate, which is essentially like it's incredibly strong, right? This is people are calling this like the water stifling trap.
Like on the one hand, I'm a big fan of these negate cards because I think when you got more cards that interact with your opponent, that leads to like more decision making and more mistakes, and like the better player wins.
Mhm.
On the other hand, I like it that my opponent can't do anything and I can just like Storm Slime 8 damage game and I don't have to worry about anything. So on one hand, I think these interaction cards are really good. I prefer my opponent doesn't have them though.
I mean, I guess you can always just play like Viridian main deck and then they have to pay 4 for this, so and they went -1. But yeah,
I think the card's good, but in a certain meta.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that you have a counter spell or a negate, I should say, that has like a QSG blinding or tax built into it. It is incredibly strong because the biggest
I mean, it's
competitor.
good. It's good against slimes because you go to level 3, drop an ethereal, and then you need to have 4 cards, right?
Yes, exactly. I think what people are saying about this card currently is that this card just kills slimes because you can't just rush to dungeon guide and okay, here's my slime. No, bro, your slime is gone.
Why all the slime hate?
Why? I wonder.
I like the deck.
So I guess let's look at our last card from this match, and then we can move on to the next match. We have Fortifying Aroma. This is a 5-cost fast wind cleric spell. It costs 1 less for every herb you control, and you choose a target ally and you put 2 buff counters on it. So, I mean, yeah, it's hard to like gauge this card, right? This is basically a purely cleric card because you're not going to be paying 5 to put 2 buff counters in any other deck.
The thing with cleric Arizona is these effects are just like contrary to what the deck usually does.
Yes, exactly.
The wind Arizona deck just wants to level to 3 and go Cosmic Bolt. You don't play allies because normally if you go to level 2 and you have 4 herbs, and your opponent attacks your ally, you can go fast speed, give it 2 buff counters, retaliate or something, right? That's pretty cool. You don't play any allies.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And you can't even say that
all those cards seem to contradict each other, it seems like to me.
Yeah, for sure. And you can't even say that this card is a Vanitas card because Vanitas isn't very good at making herbs anyway, so it's like...
No, yeah.
Like, I guess like Garrett is saying, it's a Tony card because Tony sometimes plays the... There's like that one card that glimpses and gives you herbs just to have tokens, but Tony is unplayable, so I guess the card just doesn't do anything right now.
Well, okay, so we got 3 cleric cards. We're getting 20, right?
Yes, it's 20 cards, and we already 3 are cleric, and then we already know that there is another cleric card because...
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Vanitas, Vanitas is a cleric, and then probably he's gonna get like a Vanitas bonus card. It's extremely likely.
So we're also getting like 4 Ranger card, 4 Guardian, and something.
I mean,
what was in ALC? We had Ranger.
Yeah, Ranger, Guardian, and Cleric, basically.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, we do know that there is another Cleric card. There is another Neos. Yeah. Okay. So there's an Astra card, a Neos card, and the Umbra card that they still haven't shown.
They printed the Neos card.
Yeah. I mean, Neos needs it.
Like 5 cards or something.
Discard your hand. Put tokens onto the field equal to the number of cards discarded. And then you lose to Polaris.
Polaris.
Yes, looks like we still don't have our round, so maybe we can just look at another card. So these are gonna get a little bit harder to gauge.
Oh, did we see the rarities? Are they all uncommons?
Perdition is a super rare.
Okay, I'm not gonna be needing that one.
Frozen Dismissal is a rare, and the wind card is an uncommon.
How's my sound, by the way? Am I still a robot?
No, it is really good right now. So yes,
okay.
I'm not sure if you want to take a break, but we still don't have our round, so maybe we can just keep going.
We can show another card.
Oof, exclusive spoilers.
We don't have any content creators. Like in Flesh and Blood, they give the content creators cards to spoil, right?
Yeah. Man,
I love what they did to this card. This card screams like, we fucked up so many times in the past. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make this card cost 3 instead of 2. You still draw, but the effect costs 2 as well.
So
the cakes. Oh, sorry. Read the card first.
No. So we have a. I can't even read the name. Let me see. We have Focusing Round, a 3-cost Ranger item bullet with on enter draw a card, and then you can pay 2 and rest it to load it into a unmobiled gun. So as Enki is mentioning, this is basically another cake style of card. And
but it costs 3 instead of 2.
Yeah, I mean this is like the middle term, right? Because you have like Forest Cake, which is 2 and gives you a card immediately. And then they nerfed it with Mnemonic Charm, where they made the draw go into memory. And now they're trying, okay, let's see if we increase the cost, but give the card anyways if it's better. I mean, I think in my opinion, it is significantly better to get the card immediately.
Yeah. But the effect costs 2 as well.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are like. obviously I don't really play Ranger. I'm not sure if there's like any Ranger mains like in chat currently, but I don't really see.
We have one in Europe, but he's on holiday. Oh, he's in Japan right now.
But it's really hard to gauge this card, right? Like,
But the first thing I thought when I saw this card was like, yes, I'll play Baby Green.
yes, exactly. Like the big benefit of this object-based draw is that if you can play Baby Green anywhere, and now you have another like Baby Green goes neutral. It's crazy. And then again, this is just like more consistency, right? It's just a 3-cost draw one. It isn't anything spectacular, but it is going to make your deck more consistent in the long run. And I mean, Ranger is a class that needs it. They need more cards probably, but this is a good card.
This one is interesting, yeah. I'm curious to see if we're gonna see a comeback of Rangers.
Didn't you call it that when Diana is like the sleeper pick of this meta?
Did I? I don't know, man. I like half the things I say. I like when I say it, I'm very convinced in what I say, but there's so many screenshots of me saying stuff.
So I think we do have our match. Let's see if the players. Let me see if the players are in the table. Guess it looks like they aren't yet. Let me try and call them for a second. Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Wait, I can't call them to the table.
With a match?
Yes, I believe so. Trying to see if the players go to the featured table. Okay, it looks like they should be there.
What do we have today?
Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that.
How many players do we have today?
Let's see. Let me see the Omni. You have 15.
Pretty good turnout.
Yeah, for a casual locals, it's pretty good. Okay, let me go here. We have Sango in the table.
Oh, are we seeing Sangam?
Yeah.
Which one is Sangam?
Sango is gonna be at the bottom, I believe. If I know how my looks like it's a power.
Credits to Sango. He topped the European online regionals, the only European.
It's true. he's our soldier. Man,
I did not play in that regional.
Ah yes, clearly. There was no incidents at that regional.
No, I had to skip that one.
Just to go watch a movie.
This is both Sango what we are seeing, right?
Yes. Sango. Guess yeah, he likes the smallest versus Doll.
Ah, Doll. I played there in my locals. It's probably water.
Water. Arisana, you think?
Nico, maybe? I don't know.
Nico. Let's put in Arisana for now.
We have regionals tomorrow. I'm still thinking about what I'm gonna play.
Yeah, the Polish ones, right?
No, it's a big lie. I'm playing Fire Slime. I didn't have time to build anything else.
Man, I remember the casters in Santa Clara. They're like, Henki has got to be the authority on Fire Slimes right now. Because
the funniest thing after Toronto was a whole lot of people were starting to play Fire Slimes. They lost a few tournaments and then just went back to normal Slimes. They're like, this deck is shit.
Oh. I mean, if the deck is shit and you manage to top with it, it must be because I don't know what that says about you or the deck.
It's so funny, right? Because every guy I play against, they're like, yeah, but my deck actually has a better matchup against Fire Slimes than against norm Slimes. I'm like, sure, buddy, I'm just gonna hard roll anyway.
Because I think the layout
I did not even.
is fixed.
I can see it. I can see it clearly now.
Okay. Looks like the audio is all good as well. So yeah, I think we're ready to go. I'm unsure if the timer is going. Let's.
Apparently, we are already 6 minutes into the round.
Please. Let's see. Maybe Aria is still counting.
Maybe Aria has had one too many.
He lost count of the. I can't see the timer. Okay, let's see if they start playing. Okay, so they are rolling. So I'm assuming it's starting now. So let's add 5 minutes. Okay.
Oh, we got a Christmassy playman.
Yeah, and a judge playmat.
I put my Christmas tree up. You have your Christmas tree up?
Yes, it's in my living room. I did see it in your background.
It's actually my mom that I put it up. My mother was here and also she put it up. And my kids didn't play like I remember she had those food in the fridge is like that. Of course. So I come out and I clean the bread in the fridge.
Okay, so exactly. Please stop for a second. I did hear like most of it, but you became a robot halfway. So, it's just so fun. Like I'm sure, like for the people listening, this is not like a very good experience, but it's just so funny to like hear like a robot mid sentence.
It goes through a lot of soldiers with the episode, so it's like horrible.
Okay, I don't know what's going on.
Is it still messed up?
Yes, it is. Maybe it's because of proximity to the microphone.
I have no clue. Last time I did the microphone, so I was like,
Okay, it is still it is still robotic. I guess maybe further away. Okay, so in the meantime, I guess getting into this game, we see they'll go for a Fractal of Rain into a backup charger. So this is the typical play that if you're Nico and you do this, you're very likely gonna icebound your opponent. So let's see what's the follow-up. Sango notably started turn and passed. So likely the typical creative shock play. Okay, mills a floating from Fractal of Rain, which is always good. Ooh, I think we kind of lost tank. I can't really hear you. So yeah, we did see the Icebound Slam, obviously. Like, this is a classic play. Can't hear you yet. Guess I'll put you to the other screen just so I can relay you. Not yet. Not yet. I can see you speaking, but I can't hear you.
working, no?
Oh, yeah, now it's working.
Okay, am I still a robot?
No, I think it's fine.
Okay. Oh, back to the action now. We see a Iceborne Slam.
Yeah, your favorite card.
We see no interceptor.
So casually take 8.
Yep. And they don't even run like the one turbocharge or something, or the. They used to play like one. Was that floating card against the automatons?
Oh, reprogram.
Yeah, they used to play like one of them, so you could get lucky, right?
If I honestly, I do play Nico, and I would never put a norm card in my deck because just the thought of like missing my Icebound is just like I don't want to deal with that.
True.
So we did see Songo Creative Shock discarding a guy's Songbird.
Yeah.
And then
I guess he put up a baby gray and then he passed.
You gotta do what you gotta do, right? It's just like you pay the Icebound tax turn 1. I mean, if he doesn't do this, he just loses the game.
Yeah, and I don't think there's enough floating to get killed, right?
Probably not. I think she only has 2, so she would have dealt 6 with stratagem, so it does not kill him. It leaves him at 1 HP. That's so crazy. It leaves him at 1 HP.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Well, unless he mills one with Vector of Rain, so it is kinda a tricky move, but.
Okay, so it's Polar.
Oh, we get
Oh,
the
so it's
penguin.
Arisana.
She must have changed. Oh, the chilling touch. Did you see like the semi-finals?
Oh, actually, I think I skipped your match because, bro, the semifinals here it was like at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m.
Yeah, maybe I should have Sean put like one card in his memory and he got chilling touch and he couldn't level up. I was like, get wrecked, son. That's karma because he always makes jokes about me. Like, being mean to poor old Hanky.
When they gang up on you.
Yeah. Because he was talking about the Mustang, right? And he was like, "You don't play horses?" And I just got a Gambus because I played 4, right? So,
It was the wrong horse even.
Baby Gray.
Kree was saying Hanky sounds more mechanical than I remember. Yeah, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, so sorry about that. Yeah. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but I mean, it's mostly good, I would say. Okay, so we did see Songo go play another Grey and level up for turn. And passing. Or dungeon guiding to level 1. Or no, dungeon guide to level 2. Yeah, so he's scared of. I mean, he can just get high rolled by a stratagem and just lose the game. So this is likely the smart thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, leveling up is 4 damage, right? So you're 12, so that's only 7 more.
Yeah.
And he has so much influence. That's the thing with Fire Slams, though. You can get so much influence.
I mean, the thing is that even with all this influence, like, if Dull just like cracks the fractal, and if she mills like well in the floating memories, he still just kills you.
Yeah, but then what you gonna do?
Yeah. You're gonna second place in Ascent, I guess.
I guess. Okay, so apparently I'm on and off whether they can hear me or not. I have no clue, man.
Yeah, right now it's good. It's yeah, it's just it's a paradox as to what's happened. Now it is good. Okay, so Dal just does choose to level up. Songo takes the damage from Lumina. Lumina is also like one of those cards, like it feels like a stone scale band, right? Like when the card was made, it felt perfectly balanced, or it felt okay. But now that this deck is popular, like the card just feels unfair.
True.
Turning every level up into deal, like every champion in your material deck says also deal 4 damage. It's just incredibly strong.
Yep. The thing with the Arizona deck is though, you have to also pay attention to when you are leveling up, because now she levels up and gets uh the 2 herbs, right? But ideally you want to kill their board when the Slimes player levels 2 so they don't draw. Or you want to have 4 so you can kill the ethereal when they level to 3, right?
Yeah.
And now she would be 1 turn too late to get the 4 herbs to Polaris into getting the ethereal. So Sungo's, it's actually looking pretty good for Sungo right now.
Yeah. Not to mention she now runs the constant problem of maybe running into a reduced to ash. So
he plays reduced to ash?
I believe Sungo does play reduced to ash. I'm not sure if he has it main. But I mean, against fire, it is something that you have to, especially in this Polaris world, you do have to kind of be considerate of it.
I'd probably play the Mustang.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
because it's searchable.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the cost is kind of like, it's not comparable though. But yeah, it's searchable and it gives you a draw for your level 2, so maybe horse is better? Especially since you do have the turn to just horse, like, if they do Polaris like this, you can just like play it during your turn. Like, you don't have to absolutely fast speed remove it.
I should forget. I need to put it in my side deck for tomorrow.
No. I would recommend a couple horses.
I'll be at standards tomorrow.
Okay, so it looks like Fracturize on the QSG on enter.
Only Sungo as a dungeon guide.
I guess now I'm just thinking how like unplayable this game would be if I guess if Slimes would be if Cleric had the new counter spell already. Okay, it looks like she is gonna try to negate it or answer it. Because like making you put 4 cards down extra for dungeon guide is it can just screw up your whole game plan.
Yeah, that's 2 more slimes. He actually has already like 5 or 6 slimes banished, I think, right?
Yeah, he does have
is that it? That's his hand? Like, okay, this game is
Yeah.
probably over this turn.
Okay, he's a storm.
That's one.
I mean, they do run water barrier, right?
I don't think that he has. I didn't think. I thought the whole hand was down, but maybe I'm mistaken.
No, I think they
like she just put on the hand in the memories. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those like little confusing things where players just set their hand in the memory zone. It's like, no, bro, you are not that out. Okay, so let's see if Storm Slime is going through.
Like if you level to Arizona turn earlier, then she would have had 4, and then to level 2 you would have had 4 herbs right now, right? And you can just kill the entire board with no draw of the Storm Slime.
Yeah.
So that's things that that's why you play test, right? To get these things, know these things.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I mean,
this is insane.
Like that's also what these logos are for, right? It's for these people, these players to get this experience.
Yep.
Okay, so he's connecting with everything. Attacking with this. He is keeping the baby gray up. Let's see.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at this point it doesn't matter because
yeah, it's another storm.
Icebound doesn't kill you. So I usually attack because you hope they're gonna Icebound you at that point because it can't kill and they have to put 7 cards down.
Yeah, it just gives you a free turn after they do it. But they don't really want to Icebound right now, right? Because it's as you say, if it's not really doing anything and you don't really need the float, so it's like it's whatever. Pink 5. Oh, for cleanse. I mean, you are healing a ton, but you're not answering this war. Okay, so it looks like the hand is not ideal. Yeah, that's a horrible hand. Like 3 primordial rituals, a water barrier, and a torrential blast.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Can be drawing a card from the cleanse.
Oh, but Sungo can't get there.
He just have the Sungo Classic.
That's 8, yeah, that's good.
That's the Sungo Classic.
Nothing you can do there.
It's also so funny because he always like slow rolls these storm slimes, so it keeps you guessing like, does he have another one? Does he have another one? And then just like, yeah, bro, I have another one.
Sometimes I had like double storm slime or something, and then my opponent is he has a bunch of cards in hand, right? So you actually have to think, do I need to play around something? And then they go like, am I dead? And then usually when they say that,
it means they don't have anything.
They don't have anything. And I was like, yeah, I think so.
That's good. It's like they just give you the green light to kill them, basically.
Yeah.
So you see Sungo siding in a considerable number of cards?
Raccoons, I think. Maybe he plays the Mustangs.
Yeah, the Mustangs seem like the prime siding in target.
I don't know what, because his build is like completely different from mine.
Yeah, Sungo has
it's pretty different.
I mean, he's on that insane sauce, right? With the fragmented spirit, increasing dangers, like
Yeah, does he still play the increasing dangers though? I thought that for regionals he didn't.
I think he cut down on the. I'm not sure if he cut them entirely. But I think he was running a reduced number of them. Because for a while he was like running 4, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna run 2. But I'm not sure how this looks currently.
I'm too greedy for increasing danger.
Isn't increasing danger a greedy card though?
Yeah, I don't want to give my one on the card.
But you get an extra card.
Yeah, so I'm torn. The card really tears me in half.
Yeah, so it looks like we're also seeing a substantial siding in from Doll. Looks like she's taking out the primordial rituals.
Like this ain't happening me again.
I mean, the card is very. When it works, the card is really good, right? Because you can fizzle a lot of activations with primordial ritual. But if we see in games like this where you open 3 primordial rituals, 0 allies, it's like this card is a pure brick.
Yeah, but that happens. I mean,
yeah,
nothing you can do.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just unsure of the rate because I believe this deck only runs like 8 allies. Some of them run the bovine, but a lot of them don't.
Yeah, and they play the little guy with float, Awakened Deacon.
Yeah, the Awakened Deacon. It's basically just Awakened Deacon and Frostborn, right?
Yeah, no, some people play one more. I don't know the name though.
Another guy. But yeah, the basically the main thing about this is that it feels like you do have to run a somewhat significant density of allies to make Primordial Ritual a card that's constantly live.
True.
We'll see. Let's see how game 2 goes. She clearly sided them out, so let's see what she chose to side in.
Against the fire slimes.
Like
I enjoy playing the deck. I like drawing cards. There was another fire slime player in top 32 by the way last weekend.
Yeah, the
idiot was a Norm Spirit though.
Yeah, the spirit one.
I was allowed to change it.
I remember the judges were like, because in your case you had to like change the deck to match the deck list. But in their case they were like, man, we're not gonna make this guy play Slime Spirit because then his deck is like it's just horrible.
That was like waiting for a decision that was like terrible, man. Because they have these tables where you just sit like 16 people in a row and waiting to get deck checked, right?
It's like detention.
Yeah, but then first two get deck checked, and then another two get deck checked, and I'm like, why are you skipping me? And they're like, yeah, the team and they're just talking about what to do with you. I was like, okay, sure. Then 40 minutes later, everybody left, and I'm still sitting there wondering if I got the gamers or the DQ. I was like, I just want to nap right now.
I mean, okay. First of all, I guess I didn't hear you again. Your audio is just a little bit broken right now. But I think first of all, I think you're never gonna get a DQ for that. Like if they DQ'd you for that, that would be incredibly harsh. Like I think the.
In other games you get DQ'd.
I mean, I don't know. I think because it wasn't malice, I guess, right?
I mean, we started a table with 16 people sitting there. After 40 minutes, it was just me. I was like, I'm just running from execution right now.
Maybe that's what they were delivering on for so long. It's like, man, this is the only guy from EU, man. We can't do this to him.
Maybe they were like, he's from the EU. We should do it. Okay, so I think Sango went for a classic turn 1.
Yeah, just creative shock, discard a floating. It looks like Doll is imbuing a Fractal of Rain.
2 refracting missiles.
Let's see.
And what's next? Chilling touch. Interesting. Maybe a Phosphorn Paladin.
And she's a Cremation Ritual. Yeah, Frostborn would be an ideal curve here. Looks like she is passing though.
Nope.
Okay, Sangha going for a power cell. Yeah, both these players just taking their time.
Yep. Sometimes you want to, sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
The fire slime deck really benefits of having like this huge hand.
Yeah. I mean, I would say every deck benefits from having a huge hand.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Hey, you don't talk back to me like that.
Okay, so Sangha goes for a baby red, and I guess just to get damage in, he doesn't get the pitch a card.
Didn't discard anything?
He can't discard because he doesn't have a class bonus.
Oh yeah, of course. Maybe he has escaped the recursion.
Let's see. It looks like Doll is responding, so she's thinking about killing this baby red. You know, just connects.
No, but she put 2 fract missiles down.
Yeah. I mean, you could have like a torrential blast, but I mean,
Yeah.
you really want a class bonus to torrential blast because the milling is likely the most important part of the card. Okay, so going for
Brings
Lumina.
out the going for the scepter again.
Is that
I don't know if he needed that much.
Yeah, Scepter last game, it's like you were saying, I feel like prioritizing level up should probably be the thing in this matchup.
Because you can just gather influence and then use the scepter to draw. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
I would not use it for the level damage that much.
Yeah, I think maybe she's because the deck obviously doesn't really need to push damage, right? It's you just kill him with mill if the game goes long. So you're rewarded for holding the game.
There is the paladin.
Frostwarden. Getting a buff counter, drawing a card. So this is a little bit clunky because now she lost her resources to level up.
Oh, she still has a chilling touch, no? Oh no, she used it for the
She used it for Lumina. But I guess she does have refracting missile, so she can just try and kill anything at fast speed that Sangha plays.
Yep.
Okay, lose baby red. Like it just feels like this plays so well into slimes, right? Because you can just so easily control the board. Like you deny the level 2 draw, you can easily in a way like recover the damage that you take at level 3. Like it just feels like the deck was basically built to just go over slimes.
Yeah, it certainly felt that way. I mean, it's a really good pick, though.
Yes.
I mean, who would have thought that, like, a year ago, that the finals would be like Arisana versus Sylvie, right?
I mean, I think even 2 weeks ago, everyone was like, Arisana, bro, that's a garbage champion.
But she's gonna get like the Sylvie treatment. People want Arizona to be good, but in a month or two, everybody hates Arizona.
Yes, I also think so. Especially after like Alk Alter giving cleric cards, and then Haven has a lot of cleric cards because of the recollection. It's like no.
Yeah, the recollection are those clerics.
Yeah, one of them is cleric, so I think people are gonna get sick of this champion very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Twilight slime.
Twilight.
Interesting. Twilight doesn't do anything though, right?
It does. It stops torrential blasts and the stratagem.
No, does it stop stratagem?
Yes, because you
can't target them.
Yeah, you do have to target for the triggers. But the thing is that she can probably.
I'm not sure how that works.
Call a judge.
The Wind Arizona guy went with the Comet Fall, right?
Yeah.
And I banished the booth. And then some guy in the chat went like, "No, he banished the boot so because he would lose his ammo, right?" And
yeah.
I was let's go with that. That's fine.
I remember even the castle was like, "Oh yeah, that's a very good play to pull the boots now." I mean, it is true, right? Because you will lose your animal. You just like to like cosmic bolts.
Yeah, true. But I thought it would stop the cosmic fall. I took it honestly. I did think of that, but I also thought it would stop the comet fall, which it didn't.
I remember. I think it was at finals. Actually, I can't remember if it was finals or if it was the Bayleaf match, where where I think he negates your baby gray, and we can hear you say, "Oh, I still draw though, right?"
Maybe that was a joke. I don't know.
Oh. Okay, so she's gonna refracting missile the baby gray. Oh, she's refracting missile in face.
Interesting. Well, it's only 12 more to go, right?
Oh, and she pitched. So it looks like she's setting up for a stratagem. She pitched a Lost in Thoughts for 0.
Yeah. Does she have? No.
Yeah, she has 9 damage in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
She needs 12, right?
Yes. No, she needs way more. She's.
No, no,
Oh
she
no, no.
needs 12.
Oh, it's level 1. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, she passes. Okay.
Maybe. Oh? Maybe she was hoping that the milling from the Fractal of Rain was better. Oh, she forgot to make a Polaris. Yeah, that's fine. Songo just lets her.
Local. We probably didn't receive prize, but anyways. It's been held hostage.
Okay, but again, as you mentioned, Songo is level 2 now, so Polaris loses a lot of its value because you can just eat their level 3 turn. Looks like Songo is asking about the floating count. I believe it's 3. Okay, he is gonna DG.
If you see, if you don't go into Scepter, but into level 1 and level 2, you would have had 4 hopes now.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly it. Like you would have been able to just check their level 3 turn with Polaris. Not to mention that. No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I mean, I guess the main thing here is that Polaris would be awake, so it would actually be threatening.
Yeah.
But like, because the rest of Polaris is just like, okay, you're free to play your turn. Like, just do whatever you want. Okay, so Songo is fishing. Finds a baby gray, so okay, so that was not ideal, obviously. Looks like he only has 4 cards in hand, so he can still pay for a negate.
Ah, yes, yes, a whole hand up. Yeah, the water deck is so scary. It comes at you from so many different angles.
Yes, it attacks your memory, attacks your hand, mills you, kills all your creatures. Like, I guess this is another conversation. It's like people are saying like what card do you ban in water? Because like every card just feels like independently they're just such strong cards.
I don't think you need to ban anything right now, but
Yeah,
if
obviously.
it becomes too much of a problem, then maybe.
What card would you say like is the? I guess the choke
Honestly,
point.
I think they should put Icebound Slam at category 1.
Icebound. Yeah, I believe that is the common sentiment.
Because having access to like 3 free floating and the damage is just insane.
Yes. I think we even saw like water players saying, I don't even care if this gets intercepted because my whole material deck is free now. So
Dude, I had like 2 or 3 people slam an Icebound Slam into my Baby Gray or my Stalwart.
yes, exactly.
Just to get like... You saw the guy slam the Icebound into a 7-11 Lustrous, right?
I actually didn't see that. I thought you were gonna mention like I think it was in quarterfinals that Caven just Icebound slams a Karazi Trapper. Just like I don't care, bro.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Okay, so Dal is gonna refracting missile face again, I assume.
Might as well.
Yeah, there's nothing really tangible that you wanna hit on this. Oh no, it is good, the Lustrous. I mean, this is a very big Lustrous. Oh, Torrential. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I forgot that Torrential Blast is just basically a kill anything card.
Yeah, that card's insane too.
Wouldn't the Torrential Blast just kill it? Because if it mills first, right? Yeah.
Oh. I might.
Okay, so now Polaris is awake. She does go level 2 together.
Puts him at 11. 14 more. Is that a cell converter?
I don't think so. I think can't really see what
Oh.
card it is, but I didn't really see why she would run a cell converter because I think the deck just runs all water, right?
Yeah.
It's not the spice 4 turbocharge.
Oh, I want to test that deck.
Oh, okay. So yes, Sungo. I guess he forgot to recover from Lustrous. So he is at 9. Doll looks like she missed on her dual herbs, so she's not going to be getting a draw. Deals an Icebound, which is whatever at this point in the game.
But Songwit does not have any good slime, so
Yeah.
he will be needing something next turn. Because you don't just go for Lustrous if you have an Ethereal, probably.
Yes, we did.
Oh, maybe you would, but
We did
I
see
don't
that he has a
think so.
Twilight, but we probably just memoried it because the card isn't like very. It's always not a good card to have a ton of buff counters on it.
No.
Okay, so it's a pass. Attack with Frostborn and
Bro.
pass. Okay, it's a Grail. It's an on-enter on the stack. She's gonna frack it the egg
Oh,
anyways.
that's the second time.
I'm kind of unsure if this is like even a very worth it play. I guess you're limiting the options from your opponent.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to worry about anything next turn, like a Covenant or something.
Yeah. But I mean, like with I guess the way slams are playing now, they're most likely putting like scepters and hordes under it. Plus, you don't really
Against water, you probably put like
null.
what's under it or something.
I mean, if you had null, obviously. The thing is, like,
Yeah.
it feels like anything that you put on it is kind of bad because boots you die to polar, null you die to stratagem. Like it's like there's no good choice.
Oh.
Okay, so Sango cremating is dungeon guide.
No, you wouldn't. You would not put lantern under it because they can't fracturize the lantern.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
Well, they can fracturize the lantern. But...
yeah, but it would not be in a good thing for them. Okay, so Sango goes for the guy's blessing and kind of bricks on the top. The dungeon guide. His slime count is extremely high though.
Yep, but does he have a storm slime?
Let's see. It looks like he might be thinking too much for someone that has a storm slime in their hand.
Doesn't seem like he has 3 storm slimes like last game.
Yeah, absolutely not. But I mean, Songo obviously has the game advantage here, so if he loses this one, it's fine, or it should be fine.
Yeah, but Sango has been going like 2-1, 2-0-1, 1-1-1 in the locals. Oh, he does have
Okay,
it.
it does have a storm slime.
This guy is slow playing at this point. This is just straight up bullying.
Oh, he's storm slamming the frost one?
Yeah, makes
that's
sense.
oh.
But he can't kill it probably.
Yeah, this is a then deals 3 face.
I count 4 floating.
Yeah, and you know he's not gonna have any way to counter it, so you just go for stratagem right now.
Yeah, 4 is not enough though. No, it's not.
It's 12 damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if she gets lucky, I mean, she can just literally do any fast. Oh no, because stratagem is gonna eat all her hand. Let's see what she's gonna materialize.
That's why you needed to kill the
Frostthorn.
yeah.
Yeah, because it was just giving her lethal with stratagem. Yeah, GCR. Just draw an extra card. Do you do you think it's better to mill first and then draw, or just instantly draw?
Does she have 5 cards in hand?
She's gonna go.
Because she can just put 5 down for Scepter, draw 2 more.
She's gonna go +3 with Lost in Thought.
Yeah, that you can also do. Oh, then you can still Scepter with
Yeah, with the cards from Lost in Thought. Oh no, she's
yeah,
going.
and then
She's not gonna pay with the fractals. Like this card is so like Lost in Thought played game is so crazy. Like there's one other card in
yeah,
GA gives you this much card advantage. Like holy.
that's insane.
Oh, and she can just use the cards from Lost and the fractals. Yeah, she's gonna pay for it. Lumina. Man, that
She went like from 4 to like 10 or something.
yeah. It is not all free Rico. Wow.
But no float.
Okay, lose a torrential blast. It's fine. Okay, so you have a
Sungo was sitting there like opponent has 4 cards. Sure, I'll get through this, and then now it's like 12.
I mean, the benefit is that
How is she gonna kill him though?
yeah, exactly. The benefit is that she lost all her floats, so now the stratagem is. I mean, he is safe from stratagem now.
Yeah.
So let's see what the play.
Maybe she goes triple penguin or something.
She's gonna chilling touch him.
Mation.
At this point, you just want to like reduce the number of actions that your opponent is doing. So it like just throwing out a casual chilling touch.
She's not in that bad of a spot because we know Sungo does not have all that much.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we thought so, and then he storm slam, so maybe he's hiding 2 more out there. Who knows?
Because she plays an awakened.
He does play Slime Kings though, which is scary.
Tracing to the storm slime. Yeah. Wait. How many? Sungo plays like a really high number of Slime Kings, right? Because he already banished 1. Oh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, he's storm scaling?
No, is he got the storm slam banished?
Oh yeah, he's using the storm slam effect. Oh my bad. So yeah, I guess we did see that the hand was not ideal, but he also didn't draw into very playable cards.
Charge. Charge is nice.
Yes. Yeah, it is a slowly, like, it's the one card that slowly rebuilds his hand, but I mean, you kind of want to be killing your opponent now that you're a lot more scared of a stratagem because they have the influence to do it.
But not the float.
True, but I think she can just hold the game like because she does have an awake Polaris, so it's like you can't really build board.
True, she has the Polaris still. Yeah, this is looking rough.
Yeah, it's it's gonna be very hard to get in with the. Okay, so he does go for the boots, so he is trying to keep stratagem under control.
Maybe revitalizing cleanse, then
throws a limitless into a baby red. Not ideal. Yeah, cleanse is also another super annoying card, right? When they have 10 influence, and they just cleanse to recover like 7, 6, 5.
I saw in in Christchurch, the guy goes double cleanse, put 10 down, heal 20.
Casual reset the game.
You're like, I'm almost there. And then, nope. Go back to start.
It's another thing that's like really underrated in GA, right? Because so few decks have recovery, but recovery is just so strong in this game, especially against these ally decks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The even now with the errata, the
for 3 visits.
Yeah, I mean healing 6, glimpsing 6. It's really good.
Yes. Oh, it does finally hit a playable slime. He is gonna put the Ethereal onto the field. Okay, on enter.
Two cards left in hand.
Look at the pile of cards in Doll's hand. Okay, so what is he? Yeah, it's also there's also an argument that enough time has passed in this game that Sungo doesn't really have that many good targets for Ethereal. So he actually has to be careful with what he banishes here.
He still has Stone Skill, I think, right?
He has Stone Skill, Scepter, and Horn.
I just get rid of the Horn.
See, he's thinking about it. Okay, she's gonna title lock, forcing him to pay. See, do you just let this go? I mean, you're guaranteed walking to another title lock.
Nope.
Let's see.
Don't think so.
Oh, she does let it. Okay. Okay, it looks like she's gonna pop the Polaris.
The herbs first, huh? First you pop the herbs, then you get counters, then you pop the Polaris.
Yeah, it's a step by step process.
You're a judge, no shortcuts. my opponent was like, "What are you doing?" When I went creative shock.
The creative shock, yeah. You just put creative shock and stall it in the grave, and it's like, what's happening?
And I drew a limited slam, and I was like, "No, I want to discard that one."
Your shortcut was your own undoing.
Because that's how I was doing in the playtesting.
So this is Sango finally hitting some gas off the top with the Storm Slime. He cannot play it this turn because he doesn't have cards for it. But the Polaris is off the field, so the coast is somewhat clear.
Somewhat.
She's going for a Claymore.
That one does 5 damage.
Yeah. She does have to pay 1 for it, I believe.
She can pay for it.
Discards a stratagem. Okay, mills a stratagem.
Maybe she has Icebound Slam.
That'd be very, very funny.
It would be
13
game. Right?
yeah, 13 damage Iceball.
That would be funny.
And she likely does have the influence to just use it.
Oh yeah, she definitely does. That's 2. 5 more.
A very slow death.
3. No.
Polar. Okay, and then she's using the 3 to pay for the attack with Claymore. Bring him at 17.
8 more.
She passes.
Wouldn't get there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get all cards that are reactive.
Do you think that? Do you think she like if you see a Storm Slime on the top of your opponent's deck from Gaius, do you think you just polar them to like get rid of it?
No. Funny thing though, in top 4 I had a Storm Slime on top, and my opponent goes like, "I'll mail myself." Then he looked up, saw the Storm Slime, and was like, "Ah, shit! I should have mailed you."
I mean, yeah, because you're like using your polar as like a spell shield, right?
No, but I mean with the Fractal. I mean, you can do it with the Fractal.
Oh,
right?
with the oh yeah, that's true. Wait,
Because, yeah, she could have done that, baby.
That's actually genius.
It's just something you don't usually think about, right? You just always mill yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so somebody's gonna make a big pile with Slime King. But actually, man, what again? Like it just feels like this deck literally just beats slimes in every way possible.
Yeah, but it is starting to look rough now. Because he can cremate it.
Yeah.
Yes, the slime's a banishment. She does not have the floating. She cannot attack if the interceptor is up, the taunter.
Okay, so it looks like Sango is gonna use the Storm Slime that he threw into first. He does not have enough cards to cremate now, though.
No, but
Yeah, he still has like
probably
his,
don't need to. He can
his
still do it later.
big wall in the way. He can just like obviously just go in materialization, do the scepter, and then you just that dematerialization.
This might just be it though. I counted like 10 or 11.
Oh yeah, it's gone. It's over. She memoried the water barrier. It seems.
Ouch, yeah. You always have to be careful with what you put down.
It's a very weird game, right? It's like with these water decks, it feels very weird to tell like who's actually commanding the game, right?
Yeah, if you don't know what they're holding, it can be rough.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I guess we have 15 minutes. Do you want to take a break now since we've been going on for a
Yeah,
really long time?
I'll take a little break.
So yeah, we're gonna be taking a break, guys, and we'll see you in 15 minutes, I guess. Bye, guys. You're back.
Yep, still hear me?
Yes, perfectly good.
It's a cheap company issued.
My headset. Yeah, I guess since we still have the 7 minutes, we can go over the rest of the cards.
Yep, let's go.
So we only have
We
3
did
of
this one.
The next card is a Bombastic Sprint. It's a 2-cost fast fire ranger skill reaction. Costs 1. Wait. Oh, your champion becomes this. Never mind. And then the next ranger action card you activate can be activated at fast speed.
So it is essentially it costs 1.
Yes.
I looked up the ranger action cards you could activate, but there are not any good ones you want to activate.
I mean, very obviously this was done so you can calamity cannon at fast speed, which it's basically the Bullhawk meme.
I mean, if that is turns out to be good, I mean the card is nice because in theory, being able to play slow cards at fast speed, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean they did have a. There's another card that lets you do that in Ranger. That's a.
Really?
Yeah, that's an ally. The MR.
Yeah, the Bertha.
Yes, exactly. The fast speed ally that they use in Uniques to just put it at fast speed. But again, I'm not sure if this is kind of trying to force the idea too much. It's like, oh, okay, just Calamity Cannon, and then you hit them for 25. Like, and you lose to one Interceptor or Suppress.
Warhawk, it has range too, right?
Yes.
So your attack will have 12 plus 12 if you do it with the Calamity Cannon.
Yes, if you stack 2 Calamity Cannons, it kills anything basically. And you have a Blast Shot Pump to basically get over intercepts. You can just use the replacement effect to deal the 20 something damage face.
Okay, but let's say you just have this and Calamity Cannon and then and a gun with a bullet or something. That's 15 damage.
Yes, with 2 cards.
Assuming there's no interaction.
I mean, that's the main issue here, right? Is that you're playing Ranger. And
I don't know. Maybe they print some good reaction cards, but Ranger action cards.
Does Seeker's Rifle does Ranger have a weapon that has the Spell Shroud? Okay, yeah, Seeker's Rifle has Spell Shroud.
Yeah.
So maybe it also has True Sight actually. So it gets over interaction and it gets over stealth.
Well, we might be onto something here.
the Bullhawk OTK.
I think Bullhawk is just too fair.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting card, but I also don't see that. I don't know. Maybe we have seen worse cards, I guess, make a bigger splash.
But I'm not seeing it.
Okay, so on to our next.
Maybe they make a broken gun or bullet.
More ambitious people, I think, will just experiment. Maybe they print a gun with cleave.
You have the fire bullet that does unpreventable damage, right? So you could technically do like 13 or 12 or 13 unpreventable damage.
Yes. With Seekers again, it's also True Sight and also Spell Shroud, so it does have the makings of a very unfair combo, but the problem is that if you're using Seekers, you lose to an Interceptor. If you're using Blast Shot, you lose to any basically interaction. So it feels like there's no winning here. Yeah, so moving on, we have our next card, Temptation's Facade. So this is a 1-cost Water Regalia Ranger Guardian. On enter, draw a card, and it has Nico bonus where you can rest it and you redirect a target that targets one of your non-ally objects into Temptation's Facade.
Non-champion.
Non-champ. So this card essentially exists to make Zephyr a +1 for you. And obviously to stop Fracturize. It also kind of makes Fracturize a +1 for you, because if they Fracturize your Mage Bane, you redirect the Temptation's Facade, you drew a card, and now you have a Fractal. So it is big plus for you. It is something that I'm not sure Nico needed, because you're already in the water, you're good at fighting over for like having interruption to disrupt their counterplay. But it is a fair it's a cool thing for Nico to have, right?
Yeah, it looks interesting, but to me, it's one of those cards that it looks good, looks alright, but you don't end up playing it.
Yes, I was discussing this in the Nico chat even that it like Nico has this one Regalia spot, or she used to have it before people started running Double Spirit, where it's just like the random things, like you just put like a, whatever you put Blinding Orb, Nullifying Lantern, like basically the meta call slots.
Mm-hmm.
This card feels like maybe it could fall in there, like occasionally if there's a lot of water, if there's a lot of winds, like Zephyring your shields, but it doesn't feel like it's a mainstay card for Nico. Like
No, but it is a good card. I don't know if it will see much play.
yes, we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Which as with most of these cards.
And we haven't seen all the cards yet.
Yeah,
so-
maybe we see a card that just makes Nico like replay all the regalias, and it's like
I
okay,
mean, maybe we have a Nico level 3, maybe.
man. Speaking of level 3 champions, lastly we have Vanitas Dominus Rex. So a level 3 Vanitas. It is also our first level 3 champion, which has a basic element, not an advanced element. So this card has Vanitas lineage. You can activate the Vanitas like straight up from your material deck, and the cost is reduced by 1 for every 3 damage that you have dealt to a champion this turn. And then you have the blanket Vanitas on hit effect, which if it hits a champion, the cards they materialize cost 1 more. And then another interesting thing about this card is that it has a built-in power stat of 3 and 25 life.
No, I love this card.
Man, I really like the design of this card in the way that it fixes the dungeon guide problem, quote unquote, in the game by having this card that you can just bring out. But I don't know. The more like when I look at this card, it just feels like something is missing, you know?
Well, at first glance, you think, "Oh, this card's broken," but it's not. I don't think it's broken.
Yes, I think
Being able to swing for 3 is kind of huge, and I think the on champion hit effect is also really good.
Yes, it's a card that, as you say, it looks very scary, right? But okay, I guess with
So I think you can just build your influence, and then keep hitting them, and you're gonna materialize every turn. And if it costs you 1 more, I mean, I think that some people disregard the effect and just go for crazy combos. I think that on champion hit effect is just amazing.
Yes, I think that's also the main, or if this card has the home, it will likely be in a fair deck where you just okay, maybe you run like the Vanitas attack to reduce the cost by 2, and then you go into Vanitas, and now you have this card that's basically taxing them 3 life every turn, and it is putting them this literal tax on them where it's like, if you want, like against Merlin, this is just a killer, right? Because Drawn Blade costing 2, like you're not gonna be bringing that out. It's Sword of Seeking costing 1, the Vogue costing 1, like just making your opponent have no regalias in their material deck that cost 0 is huge against some decks.
Yep, I think that on champion hit effect is the best part of this card.
I mean,
Well, you can bring it out. That's pretty good.
Yes, I would say that the fact that you can just bring it out is probably the...
Well, because I like influence and the card costs and stuff like that. So I like putting +1s and just making sure your opponent has to pay 1 more for everything he does, every material card. I mean, I think that's sick. I mean, I love it. I'm definitely gonna try to build a deck with this hero champion.
An interesting part.
And you can in Razor Go. I mean, I said before, like you just go level 2, get to level 3, swing with the dominating strike. It's called. That's 9. That's 9.
Yeah, that's exactly the point I was gonna make. This card also triggers Razor Gale, which is currently the most popular way to play Vanitas. So we might even see like some kind of checkmate scenarios where it's just like, okay, you have like, okay, you said 9, right? So it's like, okay, you're at 9 HP, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna do Dominating Strike, and then I'm just gonna bring this guy from your material deck that's gonna deal anywhere from 1 to 4. Normally probably it's gonna deal like 2 to 3 damage. And it just can't like what do you do?
And don't forget, you can play these champs with the Serene Spirit.
Yes.
So 31 health.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
That's a ton of health. Like, I remember even people were complaining about older Vanitas with Serene. Yeah. It was a lot of health, and now this has even more health. But yeah, so
this card's interesting, and this card gets me to think how the other 2 level 3s are going to be.
Yes,
I assume we're getting level 3 Polkok and level 3 Nico.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. I'm not 100% sure if we are, especially for Nico. like maybe if
No,
they
we don't know, but I assume.
yeah,
They will.
my thing with Nico is that like if they get rid of the lash counters from Nico too, like because basically what they did for Vanitas was they got rid of the blanket effect and they kept the honey hit. So they could be doing the same for Nico, which kind of kills a little bit of the essence of the champion, right? But if it's a champion just gets in the field and kills you, like you don't care, right? Like imagine if it's I imagine Nico being something like for every 5 cards your opponent has in their graveyard, this costs 1 less.
Maybe go for a Crux Nico.
Man, that would be insane.
But actually, I don't know. I don't think an actual slime. I don't think so. We don't post everywhere what cards we're getting, like a breakdown of sorts.
No, I think that the rarity is broke. They did see the rarity, but there's no like a type of cards. But Axial Slime probably would be more likely to be in Haven, right?
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to that one. But these CSRs are just amazing. I mean, to be honest, if they didn't put in the CSRs, these champion CSRs, I don't think the set would sell that much.
I mean, no, I guess this is another dilemma, right?
I mean, because ALC does not have that many meta-relevant cards.
Yes, and
But
even
it is, yeah. Go for it.
even the expensive cards that ALC had, they are starting to tank, right? Like a Academy guy at one moment it was like a $70 card. Now I think it's down to 30.
I'm selling them for 35, so come find me and check.
No, but yeah, the value for Alku
even
is
Cardo has dropped, but it's going to be interesting because this releases 2 weeks before Utrecht, right?
yes.
Okay, so the Americans can play it. It will be interesting how impactful the LC is.
It'll be very funny if Utrecht just gets like swept by Level 3 Vanitas and the Europeans can't do anything about it. Because I guess the other thing about Vanitas is that actually you can just it's very weird to think about a champion that this is the first champion that we have that activates itself from a material deck. So it gets around stifling and it gets around like not having any G, but you can like frostbind it. And if this gets frostbinded, it feels super bad.
You can frostbind this?
Yes, you can. It is an activation. Yeah, that's exactly my reaction.
Oh, interesting. At least we can build some decks with this, see how it goes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm already cooking the Alumina
deck. You could go with the water deck and just. I mean, you don't have to play all wind.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially now, you do. I mean, obviously with all wind, you want to run the Serene, so you have the extra HP and you have the Glimpse, but just run something else. But yeah, it looks like we do have our match. Let's see if the players are in tables. Okay, looks like we do have Songo. Change here.
Oh, Seeker.
So it's gonna be Songo against Selena.
Oh.
So this is
happy couple.
Yeah, this is a couple's dispute. Okay, so let's just fix that in. It should be Slimes against Slimes even.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I believe Selena plays mostly Slimes. This is probably gonna feel like a kitchen table matchup for them.
Yeah.
Let's see. And I believe it is fire. And I believe they both are on Fire Slimes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I think I played 4 Slimes last weekend. 5 Vata Ardis. 4 Wind Arizanas.
Did you play exclusively Sylvie and Arizona?
I played a Merlin. 2 Merlins. One was a Water Merlin. He went Fractal, and then he milled a Pendragon. I was like, what? The poor guy.
Man, I saw that water. I mean, I want to like that deck so bad because I like that deck runs Frost Shard, and I really like that card. But
He plays what?
Frost Shard.
Oh yeah. Oh, he hit me with it twice.
Man, that.
I love that card too.
Yeah, it feels like the card has potential, but I don't know. Just just it's like the Water Tempest Downfall kind of. It's like, oh, this card looks like it's primed to be broken, but then it's like, okay,
It's
no,
like a mini sweep.
yeah.
And get rid of 2 allies. Yeah, I love that card. Yeah, I got full sorted like 2 or 3 times.
So let's see. I believe the timing is a little bit. So it should be 60 minutes starting now. Okay, Selena's going first.
Ooh, we got a mirror match. That is interesting.
Do you enjoy playing the mirror match? Yeah.
I think I only played the mirror match against Sungo.
Really?
Yeah, I did enjoy that, by the way.
Man, I gotta be honest. Mirror matches are probably like the one thing that I really tend to dislike playing into.
Mhm.
Yeah, because a lot of times I can feel like it's just who draws better. Or obviously, it's obviously if you know like exactly what your opponent's gonna do and they know exactly what you're gonna do, like it's just like, okay, we're both trying to get to this critical point where I know that if I stop your play, I just win the game.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, fair enough.
in slimes especially, like the back and forth between I play my ethereal, I hit you in the face, and then you go to your turn, you play your ethereal, you hit my ethereal, and then I'm gonna storm slime you. It's like I don't know, it just it feels like if you're the go second player or the player that's behind, it's very hard to catch up.
Maybe. I enjoy playing against slimes then. It's interesting.
So we did see a hard pass from Sungo.
So for the backup charger.
Yeah, Sungo likely doing the classic just to, okay. We have a Rotom as a power cell.
A what?
It's a Pokemon card. Okay. Sungo likely just holding up cards to do the classic creative shock.
Yep. Oh, I learned some cool plays when I was playing. Oh, she must have drawn it, I guess.
Yeah,
I learned some. Yeah, I learned some cool plays. Like when they raccoon your cards, you can just go slime eruption, get rid of the floating.
Yeah.
And then they cannot target the slime eruption. I learned that. I was pretty happy about it.
Wait, they can target some, but the slime eruption fully resolves. The card should be in the grave.
Yeah, but you have to target.
Oh yeah, with the unentered. Oh wow.
That's what the guy did to me in finals as well. When I raccooned with the.
Yeah, he lost in thoughts. Yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah. This is a good start though.
Yeah, the lots of gas. Oh, but just
double losses.
So we did see for a while a lot of slime players saying that the thing that breaks the mirror is a Slime King.
Yeah.
Which I believe, which obviously I think in a normal deck I'm unsure how many Slime Kings Selena is running. I do know that Sungo runs. If I'm not mistaken, it's 4 Slime Kings.
He runs 4 Slime Kings.
So I guess if this game goes long, he is heavily favored.
This is a madman. Yeah, but Slime Kings, I opt not to play them because I like to be more consistent. And Slime King is not always that consistent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because you have to get rid of it, and it's really hard to get rid of, and then stuff comes back. So he dungeon cards to level 1. He's just pissing around now.
Like I mentioned, I think these players are playing a kitchen table match. Okay, so this was a Slime King and a Luster Slime. He plays a Baby Red, and likely just swings it face.
Okay, I do not. Shungo had some credit for going tops in the regional online. He lost all this credit.
Yeah, credits in the negatives.
Yeah, no credit. Who doesn't bet to everyone?
Actually, I was gonna ask you, like, what is the most important thing in this mirror match? Is it to just keep level advantage, like making sure you level up before your opponent, or like what would you say is the most crucial thing to keep in mind in this matchup?
Well, when I play against slimes, I always like to be the second going to level 3, right?
Mhm.
Because most normal slime players, they just level straight to level 3. And when I start, I go backup charger and then level to 3, so they get to level 3 first, and then you turn after, so you can just kill the ethereal with your ethereal.
Exactly.
You risk dying on the next turn if they have like a slow storm slime. So that's a risk you're willing to take. You need to be willing to take, which I am, because you can just do by the extra with the extra cards of backup charger and the float you mill, you just have so much influence. So if they don't kill you in that turn, they're just dead. But most people they just straight up level, and obviously you're fighting for board, so neither one of you draws for level 2, right? So if you manage to get something to stick,
Yeah, you're just going plus over your opponent.
yeah,
But yeah,
that's why the beast colors are good, I think. Get some damage in, get a 2/2.
yeah, it helps you trade with the board and keeps their board in check, so you can just deny their draw. Yeah, that makes sense. I was interested to know because it's as you said, like you can trade for their board if you go into level 3 second, but then you're feeding them Agaias. So
Yeah,
it's interesting to know that you do know that risk is there, but you just accept it and
yeah.
hope they don't have it.
Well, you can do some calculations, right? If they can kill you, because they would still need like ethereal and storm slime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they need a significant number of slimes in banishment, obviously,
Yeah,
for the storm to be relevant.
they usually have like 7 though.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. Okay, so we do see some go with a big level up advantage. Going for the ethereal first. And the lustrous to protect the ethereal. So I guess this is kind of the thing that's breaking the back and forth, right? Because now the Selena's ethereal cannot crash into Songo's ethereal. So it looks like it does have the upper hand.
Yep, the lustrous help, but I don't know how many cards Selena has. Because I imagine she goes to 2, then she goes to 3.
Yeah, exactly. But now, I mean, he denied the draw. He has a strong board that's protected by lustrous. So like you're
Yeah,
playing
but
kind of playing keep up, right?
no, this is not too bad for her because she goes to 3. You just need to get rid of the ethereal and the lustrous, which if you have a storm slime, lustrous is 7, right?
Yeah, but she has a very low slimes in banishment count, I guess, currently.
Mm, like 2 maybe.
Yeah, so she can't like burn the crux slime and then crash into the lustrous slime.
Or 2. But she has still like 6 cards in hand, I want to say.
Yeah, around that. Let's see. So she goes for dungeon guide. Okay, she's going for ethereal, which is not ideal.
Not?
I mean, because he has a lustrous, right? You can't really trade into their ethereal.
Yeah, but we want to get rid of we want to get rid of both. So let's see if she can.
Yeah. I mean, if she has 2 ethereals, it's fine because you can just crash them both into the lustrous, and the lustrous doesn't really retaliate for any significance. I guess it can retaliate into the second ethereal, which is going to be less buffed.
So you attack if she has another ethereal, you attack with the small one first.
Yes, exactly. See, it looks like another advanced element slime is incoming. It is a storm.
Yep. Let's see how much she needs. 4, but she doesn't have. Oh, she needs 3. Oh, she has none.
She has, I believe,
No, she
2.
doesn't.
Let's see. Yeah, it was 3 from the attack and 2 from the storm on it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is a cracked turn actually.
Yeah, but she should. To be honest, she should have gone with ethereal first
Yes.
because now it's gonna retaliate. Then
Oh, and she attacking with the small ethereal too. So I mean, Sango is
because if you go with the small ethereal into the lustrous and she retaliates, then you can just kill the ethereal with the ethereal because the taunt is gone, right?
yeah, exactly.
And then you can storm slime for face. At least you have more options.
Hmm. Yes. So this
But this is what you want in a slime mirror match.
yes. This turn reminded me there's like that absolute like you committed an absolute crime on stream against Bayleaf. Yes.
That was so funny.
Like I don't think people talk about this enough, but there was that turn where you played like 2 storms, 2 ethereals in the same like
Yeah, I just kept flipping them.
yes, they just kept coming in from Gaius. Though, like that was the one game that I was like, okay, if Gaius gets banned, it is gonna be because of this specific game.
Yeah, that was payback. Oh, game 2, I saw he top decked the Zephyr of the herb draw. He played 2 Zephyrs, he drew 1. Otherwise, he had to deal with a 7/7 ethereal. That was rough.
Damn. Okay, so Sango is playing a Storm Slime, using the Unenter on the Ethereal. So again, we're just seeing the slimes back and forth, where it's like, I break your board, you break my board.
Yep. But there's an influence difference.
Yeah, for sure.
So interesting to see what she goes for. She banishing 2?
2 slimes, I believe. It's a Limitless and a Lustrous.
What? Filigree?
Oh no, it was for the
Oh,
on-death of Storm Slime.
Did she draw?
Actually, I'm not sure. Because her influence was a lot higher.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
Okay, goes for Gaius. Oh yeah, she is drawing now.
Oh yeah.
So it looked like she kind of bricked on the draws as well. I think it was an Eruption, a Dungeon Guide, and now there's an Escape the Wreckage.
That's a downside of Fire Slime. Sometimes late game, you draw discriminations, creative shocks, escapes, and they just don't do anything.
Yeah, for sure. But
As in, yeah.
I guess the one benefit is that your creative shocks kind of help you unbrick these hands.
Yeah, but as opposed to Norm Slime, who draw Goddess Slimes, for example, which is much or Songbirds,
Yes.
which is much better.
Yes, it is much more relevant. It is a card that's cycling into another slime and it's recovering you, so it's a very significant late game because it's throwing off the math of your opponent. See, it looks like she has a big earbud on top.
What do you think is under the grill?
I mean, the I guess the optimal things to put under the grill now are like a Stone Scale Scepter, Horn. I would probably put a Horn in this scenario. But
Horn?
Yeah, because actually I don't know what her hand is like, but you do want to populate the field with slimes right now. Oh, she's gonna increase in danger.
Why put it on the grill, Horn?
I think it's just to control like what you banish. Actually, no, you just play the Horn right normally. Like your opponent isn't gonna interact with it. See, they're fire slimes. But knowing
it's always when you get closer to that, like 13, Songo has 3 cards, so probably it's not gonna kill you soon. But if you're gonna get it closer, then you should put probably the Covenant underneath it. But I think she has enough life to put like Scepter in it. If you have Lustrous, you probably put Scepter underneath.
Yes, I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean,
because Scepter is also one way to win the mirror match. That card's insane. I did not play that card in Chicago because I saw people just banishing, and I was like, "This card's bad." Because usually people banish it as the first card for Ethereal, and I was like, "Yeah, so it really doesn't matter what."
Yeah, this card must suck.
Okay, so Sungo definitely does not have Covenant underneath.
Yeah, that's
Oh, the bird.
Okay, so let's see what the bird rips into. Like, I think just reading the profiles of these players, I'm pretty sure Selena has a Covenant under there, though. Oh, into a Storm Slime. I guess we'll find out right now.
This game keeps getting back and forth.
I think Songo has kind of been in control, like, at least has been the aggressor, like, for most of this game.
Yeah, but there was a point where Selena, I thought she was gonna take over, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah. So we know Songo almost guaranteed has a Scepter under his QSG.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, it is a Covenant. Oh, and
Yeah.
and he scepters the covenant for the covenant target. So this is just it's just over at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's nah, she gets another turn, I think. But that's about it.
Okay, so 6. She needs to take 2 damage. Okay, you can just scepter to buff the storms and oh, but she's gonna recover from the cereal. That's
Yeah,
true.
I don't know if she's gonna nah. Maybe she doesn't recover enough. No, this game is over.
Let's see.
He went dungeon guide to level 1 and still won.
And
Maybe
managed to win.
he was just better than Omni.
Okay, see. Bricks on the top. Crashes in. And okay, retaliates against the bird like she has. I guess it's kind of forced to. Yeah, and she's a 20. She's 1 HP, right?
No.
Can this because we know Sango doesn't have a fire card in his hand. Yeah, she's 1 HP.
Yeah.
Because he threw into a baby gray, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so the shoes. I mean, I'm not sure if the shoes are gonna be doing much like right now.
What's he do? 23 damage.
Let's see, what's the play from Selena? Oh.
Yeah.
Hit face, cremate.
But Sungo's gonna draw 4 cards.
I mean, if he draws into a slime eruption, it's just over.
Yeah.
Let's see. Actually, there's a ton of things you can draw into.
Well, he just needs to do 1, so.
Okay, turbocharge, cremation, baby. Okay, those were horrible draws. Okay, but I guess he just needs any ally to hit face and the game's over. Yeah.
Yeah, these cubes.
Like it would have been a really good play if she could have played like a lustrous afterwards, but any slime kills you.
Yep. I think they're playing like in identical decks though, because we saw her play increasing danger as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like you were saying, like the late game increasing danger just feels so bad.
It just always feels so bad. It's like it feels so good, but it feels so bad as well.
It's like I want to go +1, but I'm giving my like maybe that's what's like Songo played around, right? Because if you DG to 1, it may seem stupid, but you're making like every increasing danger in your opponent's deck
No.
horrible.
It does not. It may not seem stupid. It looks stupid. There is no may in there. You're a total tool, but next level plays.
No, I have to I have to respect the intelligence of my players. Never question their plays. No, but I mean, realistically, that's literally what happens. Like, you just go, like, all of the increasing dangers are bricks now. Like, you're gonna give me a free influence and basically give me a free dungeon guide? No, you're not gonna. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah. Well, it was an interesting choice and it paid off, so.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll give him a little credit.
plus 20.
Plus 20.
He doesn't have a cred protection for this game.
Did you see on Fractal of Insight? You can see the matchup of people, right?
The yellow difference.
Yeah, and there's like if there's an upset, there's a little smiley.
Yeah.
This is lovely.
Did you see that? I think it wasn't. I'm not sure if it was. I think it was Christchurch, where Caban ended up in like 3rd or 4th, and he lost Elo from the event.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I did 110 Elo. That's insane.
Damn. Okay, so Selena making.
It's a normal spirit though.
Yeah. Selena making and makes Sango go 2nd. Oh, 1st as well.
Yeah, I mean the one card less. I don't know.
Yeah, into a Glimpse Spirit, obviously, it is significant. Like, it feels so good going second when you're on a Glimpse Spirit.
Yeah. And I bet you dollar to dimes that Sungo's gonna go backup charger. And the thing is though, if you with the Glimpse Spirit, it's a little bit different maybe. Because if you backup charge and you don't have a dungeon guide, then you are kind of screwed.
Imagine he goes backup charger into Dungeon Guide to level 1 again.
Now in these matches, if one player draws dungeon guide and the other one doesn't, it can mean the world.
Yeah, it's just a huge upset.
Because I played Steven last round and he opened double cake and baby green. But so I was like, last round of the day, I need to win. But then he didn't, so I was like, I'm screwed. But he didn't draw the dungeon guide, so he just lost from that.
It's
That's just
it's always
so
such like
unfair.
a relief when you see them go to their level 2 turn. And then they just go past and you're like, no, Dungeon Guide? Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling so good. You see, some are going for the backup charger.
Yeah, into the turbo charge. So very good, a very efficient turn for Songo. Oh, okay, this is a really good turn.
He played two turbo chargers.
Yeah, he went +3 this turn. Okay, Selena doing an end step creative shock.
Turbo charge has to be my favorite card.
Turbo charge.
I just keep going to the index and putting like power cell in the search box to see how can I get power cells.
I mean, they announced the Mercurial Altar, right? So sure, power cells surely are gonna get support again.
Oh, I hope so. Just in time. No, it's after nationals, right?
Yes, I believe so. It is in the. Oh no, it's way after nationals.
Nationals is in April, right?
Yeah, in the. What is it? Haven releases like a month prior, and Mercurial probably is like 2 months later, right, or 3?
Oh. Yeah, Abyssal Heaven releases in March, I think.
Yes, exactly.
Like early March.
Yeah. So you won't have your your 4 turbocharged deck for nationals.
Too bad. Imbue?
Revealing for Baby Grey?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
I think they're just cleaning up the. Okay. No, she's this shuffling memory thing is very. It's very confusing when
Okay.
you shuffle your memory, but then they use the dice, so it's like it's kind of pointless.
Do you see the Bayleaf guy rolling a d6 when I had 7 cards in memory?
Yes, and then you banish the last one, which was the 7th card.
Oh, really?
Yes. Okay, so I'm going for early QSG, and then a slow speed creative shock.
Well, you can go for the QSG against fast times, right? Because there's never move, there's no baby green.
Yeah. There's no. It took me a second because you went robot for a while, but then I didn't realize that what you mean. Like it's not like she's gonna disrupt it. I mean, if she runs like reduce, but like you're not gonna reduce the QSG. Like who cares?
I don't think you should play reduce in a mirror match, or even play it at all inside. But
Oh, we have a leak.
we have a leak. Buy a diaper.
Oh,
That's Polka.
whoa. Wait, this is level 1. Oh, whoops. Sorry, it's stream.
Ooh. Okay, we can pull it up after the match.
Yes, more content. Okay, so
Let's see. Because now she can, if she gets more house now, yeah, exactly. It's getting hard to kill him off. So she's gonna draw next to him. I know what you want. Kill a bunch of allies. So have him stick. Draw a card, do 6 damage. Even more. Information. It should be enough. He can just double dungeon guard as well, by the way. He doesn't have it.
The double dungeon guide is a good play, but the level 1 dungeon guide isn't.
I mean, look at how many cards he has.
I mean, it's not every game you open like a backup charge into turbocharge into cremation and baby gray.
I'm just gonna play 4 turbocharge in 5 slots.
These actually, if you want to play four turbocharge, why don't you just play the Kongming deck?
The Kongming deck?
Yeah, the Razor Gale. There was some people running 3, I think.
Yeah, I know exactly who it is. That guy's amazing. I love that guy. They were watching me. They were watching me beat Steven. I was trying to cremate my 7/7 ethereal to draw 2 cards to get some beasts in the grave, and they were like thinking like that's exactly the play I would do, which was an absolute terrible play. But I had Stone Skill, right? So I needed cards in memory, so I was like, I'm gonna cremate it, draw 2, Stone Skill, draw 3, and then see how I can kill him afterwards instead of just killing them. And then I'm watching, and I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what we would do. Because they're also lunatics that play turbocharge and everything.
A masterful play by Henki.
I was getting so confused, and then Steven was like, "Just play Ethereal Storm and kill me," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I can do that too." Okay, there's the dungeon guide.
Yep, looks like Selena does have the advantages, or not really the advantage, but she does have the. How is it? Oh, I'm missing the word. Initiative, I guess. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. She has 4 slimes as well.
And the guy is.
That's 6 damage. That's 12,
Yeah.
13 more.
Looks
Can
like
she get there?
Looks like it's gonna be a huge turn. Oh, king on top.
Oh, is that the slime king? But she doesn't have the beast.
Yeah, she just lost him to Agaius. Okay, she crashes into the Interceptor. Space. Oh yeah, Songo is also level 1, so this could be.
Oh, it's only 8 more.
Yeah.
So 1 Storm Slime
Yeah, Storm
almost
Slime.
gets...
It's over, right?
Oh, yep, that's game.
Oh, and she. Oh no, that was a. It would have even killed him from if he was level 3.
Level 3, maybe.
Yeah, because she has 10 slimes in banishment. Yeah, he was going to 23, and then she still could attack with the Storm Slime.
Yep, that's what can happen if you take 2 turns off from everyone, right? Because backup charge, well, I mean, backup charge is fine. But then it goes for the Quicksilver Glow.
Yeah. It's like, who cares about your influence, bro? It's just dead.
Yep. And you know, Fire has no way to counter anything.
Yeah. You're just free playing. If he doesn't have an interceptor or a taunter on the field, all the damage is going to connect.
Yep. So that's why I love playing Fire. You don't have to worry about
just play on your turn and then let your opponent do his thing, and then go back to your turn and you play again.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna see a game 3. Very nice. I'm unsure if we saw any of the sidecars that these players could have brought in.
I don't know what they said.
Yeah.
You should side raccoons, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if any of these. What did we see Sungo play last game? I can't even remember if we've seen any single side options so far from these players. But I don't know. Whenever I play slimes, I gotta be honest, the deck just feels so good. Like the 60 cards just feel so good. It's like I don't even want to side anything. Like it feels like it's making my deck worse.
Well, I usually side out red slimes and one more. I don't like siding more than 4 cards generally.
Mm-hmm.
The red slimes don't do much, but sometimes you do. I do miss them because you're low on slimes.
Yeah, exactly. And you're playing fire slimes already, so your slime count is already a little bit on the short side.
That's also why I played horses, just to get some more animals, right? Because I was riffing on blissful too much.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess eventually you were forced into changing to stalwart, which was the correct choice all along.
Dude, that card came in clutch. I told him though that he was making me change him back. I was like, yeah, it's probably beneficial for me to do that.
Apparently, the thing is that like that is what you're supposed to do because you cannot change like. I also didn't know this. I learned this weekend, I guess. You can't really change the deck list in Omni decks. So it is like they just let's just match the deck list with the Omni decks list if possible.
Yeah. Sure. Someone messaged me at 2 a.m. Like, dude, I thought you were playing horses. I was like, yes, why? It says shield, mate. So I did not sleep anymore after this.
I'm gonna get DQ'd. I'm gonna get DQ'd.
And then Europe started to wake up, and everybody started messaging me from like, and Aria. I was like, yeah, I know my deck list is wrong.
I remember even seeing in the judge Discord, like people like people commenting on it, like, "How? What are you doing this? He has a horse."
Oh, it was posted in the judge Discord as well.
Yeah, like I think everyone was talking about because I mean, bro, you had like a legendary run, right? It was like you were 901.
I was no 801. I was undefeated. So I
Yeah,
was
so
like,
everyone was like,
I'm not getting DQ'd.
everyone was like watching you like with like surgical precision. Like we need to see if something's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so she blissful. I couldn't see what she picked because she showed it so fast. And pass turn and classic and step creative shock.
Yep. There's the level up.
It's very interesting how Sango is making like it doesn't really even feel like he's playing a fragmented spirit because
I don't know. The dude has so much influence, like all the time.
yes, exactly. Like it feels like he's playing a normal spirit. Like it just has a ton of influence. And I'm no, go ahead.
Because he always goes for the backup charge. Yeah.
It's just he always greets. Like I wonder how significant the glimpse has been for like making him have more optimal hands.
The thing is though, I played the glimpse as well. In theory, it's really good, but the one downside is you cannot go shield made cremation turn 1, right?
Oof. Yeah, exactly. Get it like the God Merlin opener, as they say.
But theoretically, you should see more dungeon guides.
Yeah, I think the logic is that you also see more float. Like you can't do shieldmate cremation, but you're more likely to see creative shock shieldmate, which achieves somewhat the same thing.
Yeah, and plays around raccoon.
Yeah.
There it is back, shieldmate.
To baby gray.
And the baby gray.
So like Selena's seeing the two storm slimes, like now the heat is on, right? you are likely not gonna be favored going into this late game.
Nope.
So let's see what she does. Trades into the gray and then hits face.
3 cards in hand. He's not going for the kill. He learned his lesson.
I mean, if you're gonna go Grail, isn't it better to just do like the what we saw a lot of people do was they go level 2 first, and then next turn they go Grail into DG.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
So much influence.
That's sick.
Let's see, does he have the dungeon guide?
He should.
Yeah.
The thing is though, I thought about playing multiple like turbochargers like Sungar did. If you go second, it's just kind of rough. Because if you dungeon, or if you backup charge from going second, you just fall way too far behind.
Yeah, I guess that's the main problem with the turbocharge, right? Is that it's a card that forces you to take a turn.
Yep.
And if you just don't have the time, you might just get rolled in the meantime. We do see Sango going for a turbocharge right now, which kind of implies he doesn't have a dungeon guide. Let's see.
Maybe. Yeah.
Creative shock as well. Oh, okay.
Maybe he doesn't.
It's going a limitless. Yeah, okay.
Surprises me though, right?
Yeah, I mean, for the quantity of cards he's seen, feels like he should have seen a dungeon guide. But I guess now he can do the QSG level up thing, but
yeah, but again, it seems like it's try again, which I imagine so many cards he should have been able to clear some of them, but
yeah.
I mean that's if he's a dungeon guy, that's 4 damage already.
See,
So level 2 silver last turn, right?
sorry, I couldn't catch that.
She level 2 silver last turn, right?
Yes, she did go to Sylvia next turn. Your mic is a little bit.
Oh,
So I couldn't
you
catch
can't
you.
hear me?
No, I can hear you,
me
but
now?
it was okay. Now I hear you. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, because I don't see a buff counter anywhere.
Oh, maybe she forgot because she went to Sylvia and then she played the like basically her whole like last turn she went stalwart into baby gray into limitless.
Yeah, right.
So she must have missed the buff counter. I mean, they still have 22 minutes, so they have plenty of time to play this out. Okay, but she went for
Yeah, but if you can kill your opponent, you want to do it. You don't want to wait 22 minutes.
yeah, obviously. I mean, you say that we say this, but she also went for the Grail right now at level 1, so we might see a reverse of last game.
She did not learn from Sungo's
Yeah.
mistakes.
So
okay, what's next? There has to be some follow up.
because if she
If you don't pick on both colors, there's not that much you can do on level 1 or 2.
yeah it feels very weird to just Grail right now. Like it's very super greedy.
Because 18 damage, that is within range.
Mm-hmm.
Sungo has 6, 9 cards, 1 floating or at least 1.
I think he also has an eruption in there. Oh, but he's going for Grail as well.
Yeah, oh, then he has dungeon gun.
Yeah, he must have drawn into the DG naturally.
And now he might be able to just blow out. Because it's probably maybe a stone skill, to get your cards back and do more damage.
Let's see. So yeah, we see Dungeon Guide. It must have been one of the last cards you drew from Creative Shock last turn.
No.
So these are likely 3 slime cards. Oh, it's a turbo charge and a slime.
Oh yeah, you get that draw as well.
Yeah, from the
always forget you can
the shard.
Yeah. You can Mystic Purify that, did you know?
Yes, and you can scatter essence it too.
Oh, you can scatter essence as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna count. This is 5, 6 damage on board. We do have the shield made to clear though.
Let's see. It's very important what's under the grail as well.
I think it's a stone skill.
Forgot what he put down.
What's gonna happen next?
Let's see.
Storm slime, another ethereal maybe.
I think that probably the debate here is what is the most efficient way to get rid of this shield mate?
Yeah.
So you can get as much damage face as possible.
Or it's just slow rolling again.
He's just playing for time. Oh, he's gonna create a
Ooh,
shock.
Okay, that's interesting. Maybe he's trying to set up a slime king or something. I don't know. He's discarding a
Discarding a
bird.
bird. Oh, he's getting a Gaius. So oh yeah, we know he has the 2 storm slimes.
Yeah. Oh, we do?
Yeah, because he revealed them turn 1 from a baby gray. Oh, he's playing Blanchy.
Or Blanchy. Oh, he side decked in Blanchy.
Okay, so if he has 6 influence, he can just kill her.
Yep. That 4?
So he's missing. Oh, there's a baby gray in there? Yeah. Okay. Getting a Gaius.
Storm slime.
Yeah, now it's
No,
just
baby
double storm. Okay, see the first storm. Yep.
What? It's not that hard, Sungo. You only need to do 17 damage.
Okay, I think he's counting because he wants to kill this this shield mate. Okay, so
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
okay, it's dead, and now
That's 5, 6,
5.
or 13 more.
So I just double storm. Okay, can only
6.
gain for 3 and storm slime. Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, it was it was a surprisingly clutch turn. Like he just had the precise number of cards in hand to get over the stalwart and double storm face.
Yep. Yeah, it can go fast. Sungo really opts to go to build an influence and then just kill him in one turn.
Yeah, I think Sung is very greedy player.
Yep. But we saw game 2, it can backfire. So you always have to be wary. Do I go for the influence or do I just level?
Yeah.
It's hard sometimes.
Okay, so
Oh, he finally won one again.
it's been I think he lost. No, he got like second last week, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's it for our locals this week. But we do have a special final spoiler.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I also have not seen it. So
Boisterous Riot.
Let's see. We have level 1 Polhawk Boisterous Riot, a fire champion with 1 memory cost. Or yes. A ranger human. Polhawk can only level up into another Polhawk champion, so it has the same restriction as Vanitas. On enter, if there's another fire element card in Polhawk's lineage, the next ranger ally card you activate this turn enters the field distant. It has 19 HP. So this is a super aggressive card, I guess.
You got a bunch of allies that have like range 3 or something, right?
Yeah, there's like a bomber, I think, which is like a 4-cost range.
Under float, yeah.
Yeah.
Also the one that discards Fiery Duelist.
Yeah, Fiery Duelist also deals a ton of damage. So yeah, it's. I mean, is it in line with his level 2 though? I guess you just play an ally to. No, go ahead.
The level 2, all it does is like the reaction cards cost less, right?
Yeah, and it has range too. Like that's like I guess the way the process here is this makes a big distant ally. You hit them in the face to soften them up, and then level 2 like you do your calamity cannon things.
Maybe they will release a different level 2, but I don't see that happening. But...
Yeah, I also don't see that happening. Guess let me just.
There's also a bunch of cards that says when distant draw, right?
In fire, I don't. I think it's very rare in fire for cards to say that.
Oh,
Let's see.
I thought so.
We have Cannoneer, which okay, this card is crazy. So, oh, huh. So you have, I guess Cannoneer is just a 4-cost deal 6. So, I mean that's interesting.
Oh yeah.
Bomber is a 3-cost deal 5 with floating. Let's see, Duelist. Yeah, Duelist is the one that... Okay, but it's weird because all these cards already have like self-enablers for distant. So, I don't know. It's hard to think of these things on the fly, obviously. Maybe there's like this obvious combo we're missing. But yeah. Okay.
No, looks interesting at least.
Yeah, I think the thing that I like the most, and I hope Nico has the same thing, is that it gives more identity to the deck, right? It's better than running a like Diana 1 and then into Pohawk. It just feels weird, right? You just go into Diana to Pohawk.
I don't care.
you don't mind, like I know. To me, just felt like even in Nico, it feels wrong to go like Tony into Nico. Like I don't know, it's just weird. It looks weird.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I don't mind.